What is going on, everybody? Want to welcome everybody to the sonsofmontezuma.com, our YouTube channel. We want to thank you for joining us here. Our live stream tonight is San Diego State versus Utah Valley. We're just going to jump in here. Of course, we might have some guests stop on by, but we want to thank you guys for watching the game here with us. So let's get to the stream. Very, very important game. Oh, we got a commercial break. So let's go ahead and bring him in. You guys know him. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. What's going on, Fiend? Of course, this is Mateo San Diego. Sons of Montezuma's live stream, the official broadcast. What's up, Fiend?
What's up, man? I'm on the mend. I went and got some food. It was the first time out of my house in 3 days. Picked up a bug in Vegas, man. So feeling better. That's why I'm not at the game tonight. Otherwise, given the Fiend whistle the night off.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. We're happy to be on the stream with you guys anyways. The funny thing, Fiend, Mike, who did our opening stream last time, he's actually at the game. So Michael B. Tortola, appreciate him for holding it down last time with me, and he's actually there in Viejas Arena. Fiend, we got Aztecs and the Wolverines of Utah Valley. Boy, when you hear this is the first ever meeting between these two, when you hear that name Utah Valley, you know, nothing really stands out. I mean, this feels like it should be a gimme, but it's far from it, man. Far from it.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is a tough team. They've actually been good for several years. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know, but the coach of Cal, Mark Madsen, he used to play for Stanford, but before he coached Cal, I think he was on the Lakers too. You're a Lakers fan, right? Oh, yeah. Mad Dog. They call him Mad Dog. Anyway, he was the coach of Utah Valley. And I mean, they're some pretty good teams, pretty good output. And the new coach, Todd Phillips, is he's just carried it forward. And so they're one of the best teams in the WAC. Every year it's them and Grand Canyon. And you know how Grand Canyon has given us fits over the years. So these guys are no pushover. And if you look at their record, you look at their KenPom ratings, I mean, they're very high, and they're going to be a tough team.
Yeah. Well, I know Aztecs are eager to get another win in Viejas, especially after our first stream, last game against Troy. It's a game we want to forget, but you can't forget. So, guys, we welcome all the chat questions, how this is going to work tonight. You guys send in your comments, your questions. Our super chats are also open. So any donation given on your super chat, we will flash your question or comment up on the screen. Otherwise, we're going to let the stream kind of do its thing, and let's enjoy this game, Fiend. I think it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, so Mark Ziegler put out that Bird has the flu, so the Bird's the game. So I don't know if he's starting here.
Something's got to change,
or how much he's going to be able to go tonight.
You start working
Harrington in the start. That's a good sign. He played really well in Vegas. He is rewarded with the start. He should be in the starting lineup.
Know how they're going to get there, but they will.
Isaac Davis, the Utah State transfer, to jump in the center circle against Magoon Guaf. It's up. It's tipped back. The Aztecs have the opening possession. Talking about defense, we saw something I don't think I've ever seen in 25 years of doing college basketball on television. The Aztecs were out here running defensive drills 45 minutes before the national anthem with David Velasquez, the associate head coach, leading the way.
That's how serious they are about the commitment to making sure that they get the defense on track, because they're not worried about offense at all.
Here's the first shot of the game for Utah Valley University. It's out of the hands of Noah Tates. And if that keeps scoring like that, he averages 3 a game. It could be a long night.
That Noah Tate played for Stanford.
You know what? Coming out here 45 minutes ahead of time and taking those defensive reps is like if you're going to a Major League Baseball game. 25 years ago, they used to take infield before the games. You don't see it unless it's like the Joe Girardi-led Marlins, right? And they're so super young. Here's Heidi. He's been on a heater lately. He's been shooting
no one under the rim to get
69% over his last 12 games, and that's an empty possession for San Diego State. 2 in a row to begin the proceedings. Here's Tates. Utah Valley in all green. They were a 25-win team last year and went 15-1 to win the WAC regular season championship. LZ Harrington making his second consecutive start. And he's trying to go coast to coast. Stops at the free throw line. Guy's been making a lot of shots lately.
That's why he's getting the start, right? I mean, he's going out there. He's not just scoring, but he's doing everything else that this coaching staff is asking him to do. They really like the minutes. He's been working hard, and Coach Dutcher really praising him, saying that, hey, he's a really good player. You just watch him on defense. He's really buying into this team system.
Magoon Guaf got his paws on it and is going to rip it away for a steal. Back into the hands of Harrington. Harrington shooting 90% from beyond the arc, 10 of 11 to begin his college career from three. Here's Heidi, untucked shirt and all. And little pass inside, rolling off the screen. Aztecs save it. Bird inside Guaf, and he's fouled as he went up on the second chance opportunity.
Already off to a little shaky start, man.
Throw line, 10 of 14 at the line to start things for the big 7-foot sophomore.
Hopefully he can.
Utah Valley last year, 15-1 in the WAC. They made the NIT, and coming off 25 wins, cupboard certainly wasn't bare. 6 key players returning from that squad, in addition to some key transfers and 9 newcomers.
They're coming in here having won the last 3 games, coming off of that Cancun Challenge where they played one of the most dominant performances in literally their program history. And listen, this is a team statistically, you have to really be careful. First of all, they're a great passing team. They get a lot of pocket passes, a lot of shovel passes inside. They're very good inside, but 6th nationally in field goal percentage at 53%, 6th in block shots. So these guys can defend. They've got length. We're going to have to deal with that.
You missed it. We can't do the woos.
Really step up and be ready.
Really good on the helpers and assists. And another empty possession there, but they got a run out. They got in front of the Aztecs defense there. Harrington lobs it up for Guaf, and he puts it in with a soft touch.
Love it.
Really nice recognition there to get to that ball to the basket to Guaf, where he's just got a nice soft touch.
Strong take, Jackson Holcomb. Their leading scorer, just over 15 points a game. Got it back and got the pass inside to Isaac Davis for the bucket. What do we talk about helpers? 20 assists per game for Utah Valley. That's 9th best in the NCAA coming in.
They play 9th in assists per game.
That's just incredible. And don't forget, these guys can also defend as well. They only give up 63 points a game as Guaf gets another one. Our guys are finding him early at the rim. There's no way that this Utah Valley team can defend that height, that close to the rim with that pass.
Bird with the second assist for the Aztecs here before the first media break. Tyler Hendricks drills a triple, and they've made a couple of threes to begin things. They're 37% on threes. You look at the numbers. I tweeted them out yesterday. They're very Aztec-like numbers, both offensively and defensively. This should be quite the challenge. Early lead for the Wolverines. 9 to shoot. Dixon Waters. Mid-post. Turnaround is too long. Aztecs shot really well in the Oregon game. Not so much against Michigan or Baylor. And we're going to get a foul on the baseline drive. And we're also going to get a substitution. Jeremiah Oden, the first to check in here.
This is about what I expected, man. This is going to be a close contest.
You can already feel it, right?
Aztec team not shooting well against that Michigan team. And, you know, that Michigan team played in that drop coverage, as I mentioned,
makes you wonder how
in
good
the open. They want
you
to beat them with 2s.
We got
mathematically, they feel like they got the better edge. Now, they shut 11 for 33, I believe, from 3. They
matter of putting it all together and
from 3-point line. So the math just doesn't work out.
Shutting down the other team
might not be a bad recipe. Does anybody make 2-point shots that are not at the rim in college basketball anymore? Heidi with the foul. Tate missed back iron, and Heidi with a rebound.
Well, I also think San Diego State, too, you know, we're a team that we'll step up and say, hey, we want you to beat us with 2s, because we feel like I don't think there's anybody that can really beat us if we force that. But that means we really got to guard the 3, take away the 3 ball.
Yep. Last time in this building, the double overtime loss to Troy, who then 2 days later went to USC and lost on a buzzer beater in 3 overtimes.
Look at this.
And Bird had his pocket pick. Transition back the other way. Holcomb steps through the defense. Forced it up, missed it, and we're going to get a foul.
You got to get the ball in Elsie's hands.
Probably a technical here for hanging on the rim. Let's see. Nope, it'll just be a turnover.
Yeah, he's out there.
The ball needs to be in Elsie's hands. I'm sorry. You got to get the ball in Elsie's hands and let him, or I would put it in BJ Davis's hands. But you saw there we just dribble, and then trying to dribble, penetrate through like 3 guys, and then turn the ball over, and then they get out on the break, and they're really good in transition. And
you know what I like seeing against Oregon that I thought immediately made the difference. Our best game was the offense came out. They were just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Just let everybody get that touch. Swing around. Everybody get comfortable having the ball in their hands.
This is more ISO, and it just is not. It's not an efficient offense, and it's frustrating when you see that, and especially when you see like 2 of your not seniors, but your upperclassmen in Reese Waters and Miles Bird, playing that type of ball, very sloppy. So got to tighten it up. I put the ball in Elzie's hands or BJ Davis's hands. BJ's really good. The ball in his hands and being able to manipulate the defense and get to his spots and pass off. So I don't know. We'll see what kind of adjustments Dutch makes here. It's that
was a TV timeout, so nothing too panicky to start. But he's definitely got to make
panic. But you're in for a game, right? These guys are not going to lay down.
Yeah. Well, what's going on, everybody in the chat? Of course, this is how we're going to probably run this thing during the commercials, have a little back and forth with you guys, maybe read some comments here or there. But for pretty much for the game, we'll let you guys enjoy the game audio and then dip in when we see something crazy. But thank you guys for joining the stream. Of course, Sons of Montezuma. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Join in on the chat on YouTube and Twitch. We are on Twitch as well. So let's get back to the action, guys.
Kind of feels like Troy, right?
Oh yeah.
Troy 2.0. Hopefully,
I'll bring the defense.
Yeah.
Despite shooting 33% at the outset, Utah Valley has a 1-point lead, 8-7. Welcome back inside Viejas Arena. Steve Quiss alongside Tammy Blackburn. Thanks for making us part of your Wednesday. Aztecs shooting 50%. They have not attempted a 3 yet. Harrington in his 2nd consecutive start. DJ Davis now in off the bench, probing the defense here. Handoff to Dixon Waters, got to the elbow, fired it up and missed
Not
it.
A big fan of that.
And
shot.
Rebounded by Holcomb. He's a pretty complete player with those 15 points a game. He also gets 7 rebounds.
Look at that ball.
Leaves it out here for Trevin Lenhart. And a foul will be called underneath.
The basketball. These guys know how to play.
Exactly 5 minutes.
They got guys hitting the floor, diving for balls. What's going on here?
It's kind of like these Utah teams.
A couple of substitutions for Utah Valley.
Jerseys.
They'll get a little bigger.
BYU,
Welling coming in. Sherman Witherspoon, the 4th, is in.
Like they all seem to kind of play the same way.
Is out. So is the Utah State transfer.
What's going on in the state of Utah, bro?
Sean Newman coming in now.
I guess they got good high school basketball there.
A senior grad transfer from Louisiana.
They got a lot of money. They got that crumble cookie, right? Penn State couldn't pry away the coach from BYU in football.
At Law Tech last year. Quick
they love their basketball,
shot is missed.
For sure.
Sherman Witherspoon, the 4th. And the Aztecs in transition. Calling for it inside. Pharaoh Compton, who's in.
All right, now move the ball. I see.
Running
just
through
takes
screens,
too long
BJ Davis, he's got it. 10 to shoot.
That's
Compton sets the screen. Davis goes to work, changes hands, and will find himself at the free throw line. That's a good take there.
He hits free throws
to the line. Well, he's trying to hurt him off the dribble, right? You get downhill. This is what Troy did. They really attacked. They got downhill. They drew the foul. I mean, there were 80, 81, 82 foul shots combined in that game, but that's what Troy did. And BJ Davis, that's a guy that's got a quick first step. He can hurt you off the dribble. You see him change hands, his athletic ability. You think if this guy is really a pass first point guard, but he also looks for his shot, and they need him to continue to be able to do that. A scoring point guard. There's multiple point guards that we've seen in this program. A great shooter, a great assist guy, and
feel very confident with BJ at the line these days, man. Very
good. He's like automatic.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx him, but
Hey, shout out Tammy Blackburn on the call. Love it.
Right?
Love to see it.
That's Mike's girl.
Yeah,
the Ducks a couple of times. He might like
Aztecs
playing
give Hell
teams in
State.
green uniforms because his 2 best career games have come against
Now we
Oregon.
can do the woos. Now we can do the
21, we
woos.
talked
Yeah.
about the career high
So you got to get the
at
game.
the
You got to
Players
get
era,
the
and
out
then he
into this
scored
game,
18
Put some
against
pressure
Oregon
on these
earlier
guys.
in
These
his
guys
career
will turn the ball over.
prior to this season. And you knew he was going to make those. He's made 20 of 21 at the line, leads the Mountain West Conference 95% coming in. Gives the Aztecs a lead here of a point on the drive, and Compton was able to block it.
This block.
And it's going to get kicked out. It'll be Aztec basketball.
Great recognition by Compton to give some
You
help.
saw Holcomb there.
We've been missing that,
Jackson
you know,
Holcomb
more
Yeah,
rim
rim
protectors.
Yeah.
I
Put
mean,
the ball
we've
on the
got
floor, and
Guath,
that's
but
what that
need
guy is
Compton
going to
and
do. I mean, he
Heidi
can also
to
get
step
to the
up
rim. You
and
got to
rim
be prepared
protection.
to guard his first step. He'll look to pick up the ball and pass as well. Again, great passing team for Utah Valley.
Yeah, 20 assists a game.
Nice.
A lob up, and there is Compton to finish it.
Sean Newman's so good at that pick and roll.
Fantastic patience there.
That's what we got to
You see
do.
the
Farrell's the
replay.
ultimate
Yeah, heck of a
finisher.
look by
Yeah.
Newman Jr.
You can't get
Great lead to
you
the basket.
can't
These
get
guys are
better
fighting each other. You like
shooting
what you see
percentage
with
on a dunk.
Yep.
Guath
right?
and being led to the basket.
Well, it's going to
And
take a little
Farrell's
time.
shooting
too, right?
percentage is
We
crazy
often
right now.
Talk about chemistry as
It's a
Jackson
lot of dunks.
Holcomb
Yep.
That's
leads
why
the game, giving way to
I like
Isaac
that we're attacking the
Hawkins.
rim, though. It's good. This is a good sign. Got to have
You
it.
figure Newman he'll probably have some big assist games when the Mountain West Conference comes around. This team has, a dozen games under their belt.
Oh,
And another steal for the Aztecs. That's going to be their second of the game. Newman driving and a kick out. DeGorville into the corner. Davis lines it up. And the corner pocket three is good.
His shot looked
we
really
go.
good in practice today. He was really feeling it. He came out today before the game. You see it right there. Nothing but net. This place erupts. Really like what they see. We turned it
look at
around.
this
A nice little
steals.
run here.
Nice.
7-0 run for the Aztecs.
Another takeaway. Might it lead to a transition three? Let's see. Davis to Compton. Compton spins inside of a block by Hawkins. They're really good at blocks. 7.6 a game. Sixth best in the NCAA.
Nikki blocked that.
And Lenhart is a great assist guy. Bounce pass to Hayden Welling for the bucket. Lenhart, 6.3 assists a game, 18th nationally. That was his 45th assist in 7+ games. That's 29th nationally.
Yeah, he's got 44,
Yep.
which puts him at that 29th nationally. These are great numbers for these guys from Utah Valley.
Unfortunately, not bucking any trends yet in the early going here. Almost 8 minutes in. Newman stepped into the two, but he'll pass it up. Davis again. Oh, he's got the hot hand.
Extra pass. That's an extra pass.
Jay.
They give him the three ball there?
Yeah.
They gave him the three ball. All right, they gave him the three. His toe was on the line when he finished, but they gave him the three ball there. That's a extra pass three ball there. You love the
really
game.
pressuring these guys.
BJ
So they gotta be
Davis,
careful
a
they get
game
back
high
door, though.
8. The Aztecs have 5 assists on 6 made field goals. Here's Newman into the front court.
Newman.
Why not give it to Davis, huh?
Scoring in transition, Steve, which means Aztecs
Oh,
are not
wow.
pulling the ball out of the net.
Look at that turnaround after the behind-the-back pass. Somebody
call a
is possessed. Timeout.
Dude.
Utah Valley.
He's like,
BJ
nah, they can't
Davis.
stop me.
Phillips
He's
is
just
an
shaking his
extra
head like, nah,
coach.
you can't
Admire
stop
this
me.
behind the
Look
back.
at that. Oh,
Look
that's
at- oh,
Spin
beautiful.
bucket.
You know what?
Aztecs
He is playing a little
by
Kobe
9.
esque.
Oh, he is.
Mike called that. He is playing a little Kobe esque. Hey, shout out to BJ Davis, man. He's gonna make the PA earn that call next time. The BJ Davis. I love it.
Yeah, he's been playing great since Vegas. I mean, really had his breakout game against Oregon, all those 3-point shots, and he'd been kind of struggling up until then. And Dutch had talked about it in the press conference about how BJ getting sent to the bench. He was a starter last year, having to learn a new role coming off the bench, and he was there's some pride and ego there, and definitely had to go through it, right, to come out a better player. And so it looks like he's adjusted to that role and he's playing really well. And so just got to keep him on the floor. That's been my main thing with BJ is not fouling so far from the basket. Like, you can be aggressive, but you don't want to pick up quick fouls and get sent to the bench. So love it when he is on the floor because he's such a great player on both ends, both defense and offense.
Very nice, man. I would love to read the stats right now, but we are on a little bit of a delay, so I don't want to ruin anything on the stats wise. But awesome so far. That defense turns to offense, and they're spreading the ball around. And DJ Davis, what can you say? What's going on? Watching from Belize, Steve Hurry 124. I saw that. I hear that. And of course, I saw earlier in the chat who was somebody was chiming in from somewhere else as well. Boston, watching from Boston. I see out here. What's going on? Taps 1977. Thank you for joining the stream, guys.
Oh, nice. It's great to have people from all over the world,
Aztec
joining the
Nation
stream here. So yeah, Aztec Global Aztecs.
9-point lead now for San Diego State, their largest of the night. I can feel.
I want to be watching from Belize, man. What's up with that? Let's go.
In the county.
Oh, I bet it's so nice in Belize.
With a sigh of relief here.
In about the last 4 minutes, Utah Valley, 1 of 4. Our guys aren't pulling the ball out of the net, which means they're running in transition. They're getting points. They're defending a little bit. And that's the style of game that we want to play.
Aztecs are shooting 58% against a team that is really good, holding opponents to 36%.
Back doors, no sir.
Another takeaway.
Oh my God!
Pharaoh Compton. Wow! If this is hockey, there's 2 assists there on that.
Pharaoh.
Dude,
he's got the
That's why Pharaoh Compton
attacking
is shooting lights out this season. And by the way, 51% of his career field goals have been slam dunks. Welling, they need that, and missed back iron.
I couldn't tell who got the assist.
Utah Valley
it went like 3 different.
Since we started pressuring him,
turning
him over.
The Aztec coaching staff is putting on defense.
What did we say? What did I say in the article? Wasn't that one of the keys?
An hour shoot around 55 minutes or so in defensive drills. And then the
turnovers to transition buckets.
And then after that dunk,
that's been huge this game so far in this run.
On the sideline, willing his team to get back and get out and defense. Don't celebrate, play D. That's the emphasis.
Don't settle for those mid-range
turnovers to transition buckets. That's the phrase you use. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Tate's also back in there. Davis up top, and Davis rolled off the screen. He got hammered by DeGorville. Wow. That's going to be a foul on the young sophomore.
Is that a shooting foul?
Taj DeGorville. BJ Davis now in double figures for the 5th consecutive game. So doing it coming off the bench here. I think he came into the season thinking, all right, I'm a starter. I'm coming back in. But with all the depth, the perceived depth the Aztecs have had, he's come off the bench.
Here's that fast break. And then just the nice lob to Pharaoh Compton. And that's when Brian Dutcher said, get back, get out at the 3-point line. You don't want to give these Utah Valley a 3-point opportunity, especially after a made bucket.
Up to an 11-point lead, biggest of the game. 7-0 run the last 143, 14-2 run over the last 406. 1 to go and a travel. Hayden Welling, whose brother played here last year alongside him. Carter is now at
Pharaoh just saying, get this out of here.
Turnover, and that's going to be 5th already for.
Name me a better combo than Pharaoh to Compton. Peanut butter and jelly. That's
in the first almost 10 full minutes.
Pharaoh to Compton.
And Guaf will come back in. He'll be joined by Tay Simmons. Jeremiah Oden is out temporarily.
Look at this hockey.
And Pharaoh Compton also has to come out.
Some minutes. I like that.
Our officiating crew, Kelly Pfeiffer, Michael Irving, and John Floyd. Halfway home in the first half. Aztecs by 11, their biggest lead of the game. Harrington pull up, and he'll go to the line for a couple. LZ Harrington earning his first start of his career against Baylor.
Let LZ take those
in his 6th career game. The fastest freshman has cracked the starting lineup since 2016 when Jeremy Hemsley got in there to start the season and began the whole year from wire to wire, start to finish.
When asked about that start in Las Vegas against Baylor, LZ responded that, well, I know it's soon in my career, but I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity and the fact that the coaches trust me. He really appreciates that. But he's earned that start. And you said in his 6th game as an Aztec.
Dang.
Yeah.
Can hit threes, but not free throws.
Yeah, there was that story over the summer. His dad passing away. The team went up to the funeral, and Barack Obama was actually one of the featured speakers there. Barack and Elsie Harrington's dad had bonded over basketball all those years. Nobody really knows how the relationship kind of started.
Family, friends of the Obama.
Quite the story.
Yep. How about this? He's the only true freshman in the nation who is shooting at least 90% from the bonus distance on a minimum 11 shots.
Not a good
Heat
shot.
check for BJ Davis. Yeah, 10 of 11. How about that?
Yep.
Will that lead to a run out? It will. They're not going to miss. Trevin Lenhart, redshirt junior, Kaysville, Utah, averages almost 13 a game.
Those are the things you can't give up.
Yeah.
That's what this coaching staff is asking of this team. Is just they just don't want to see that. You know, they love what they're seeing offensively right now. This team's really being up, and they're starting to commit a little bit. We're seeing good energy, good effort, good execution, which is what this coaching staff wants these guys to bring. But you can't give up that run out.
Yep, again, out here working on defense with David Velasquez 45 minutes before. It's usually you're just kind of shooting around and stretching and nothing more. Holcomb with 3 to go on the shot clock misses. He doesn't miss much. And Simmons with a rebound. His numbers on the floor have kind of gone down a little bit. Or was that Harrington? Here we go underneath Simmons, and Simmons had it tied up, and it'll be a jump ball, and it's going to go to Utah Valley.
I like that
Simmons'
idea,
numbers
but
have
he's
gone
got
down
to
just a
use
little bit
his
with
body
Guac,
a little bit more to get
but
that guy
Guac
out.
coming back to play.
He's a freshman.
In the emergency of J.O., the emergence of J.O. Miles Bird back in. He was on the bench for a while. Aztec lead is 9. Holcomb dribbling, leaves it for Davis, and a reach-in foul there for Dixon Waters. We're starting to talk about the Aztecs. The net rankings finally came out this week. And I know it's a long way to go, but Brian Dutcher's team was 123 and have actually fallen 4 spots to, when I checked today, at 127. Meantime, this Utah Valley team is at 77. So this could be, with the formula, a quad 3 win at home in December if the Aztecs get it done. Backing it in is Holcomb. Got knocked away. He gets it back. Out to Hendricks. He fires up and makes a 3.
Yeah, the kick out, right? I mean, everything below the free throw line, the defense, and at that point you see a couple of the Aztecs have their backs turned, and then you get that kick out by Utah Valley, and that's a quick catch and shoot.
And it shouldn't come as a surprise that he made that. He's shooting 57%. That's 4th nationally is Hendricks from behind the line. Behind that 3-point line. Bird, no, tip won't go. And a foul.
These guys, like this first unit with Bird and Reese Waters, they're not sharing the basketball nearly
and that'll take us to a break.
Well as that second unit is. And that's why I think the ball really needs to go into LZ's hands. And it's just, look at there. I mean, it was that second unit that got that run, right, to get us to 21. Now we've been stuck on 21 with this first unit. I don't know what's going on with those guys, you know? But
it's tough to say. I mean, because even before, when you had BJ in there, right, it was either working through him or it was defense to offense. But I mean, still, when they had the ball offensively, it was a lot more passionate around ball movement.
Yeah, you can tell there's just a big difference, and you know, hopefully the guys will look at the tape and they'll see that, because that's an example of not good offensive basketball, you know. When you're not sharing the ball, you're trying to break the guy. Now BJ's able to, he's quick enough to get into the lane by himself. I don't think Bird or Reese Dixon Waters are, you know, that quick off the dribble, not like a Nick Boyd was. Remember, he used to be able to break someone off the dribble. I don't think those guys are that talented. Like they need to move the ball around and then get angles to then drive to the hoop.
I do like what we're seeing RT our trammage one, if I'm saying it correctly, he said not enough spacing, too much dribbling, and I think that spacing is a big help too, right? Because if you want to break your guy off the dribble, well, you do maybe do that, but you got another guy crawling right there in your space. I mean, so it's all for naught.
Well, you got to be able to get by your defender too, though, and I'm not sure. You see Reese Dixon Waters a lot of times he'll dribble in and then he'll do that turnaround, fade away 2-point shot, right? That's like a big shot of his. Yeah. I would rather see the ball move around and then him cut to the basket, like get the ball and cut right away when the defense is out of position, and then take it to the rack. But it's just, I agree, not enough spacing, not enough sharing the basketball. You got two of your best players on the floor, three actually, with Guath in there, and the ball's just not moving as much as it did with the second unit.
Too much talent not to spread the ball around.
Absolutely.
So, let's see these free throws. Let's get it.
True freshman, big athletic guy that can protect the rim, guy that can rim run. I mean, just fierce around the rim. Gets up there, getting these guys a second chance opportunity after they've missed their last 5 shots.
El Patricio says 2 freshmen getting this much playing time bodes well for the future. It certainly does. I mean, these guys
don't play like freshmen.
No, they're not built like it either, man. Look at this dude.
The aforementioned Simmons. We said he's played no more than 13 minutes in a game since Magoon Guath returned. And so with Latrell Davis expected to redshirt, you had all these numbers of guys, and rotations normally don't go as deep as 12. There seemed to be a couple of odd men out if you're going to go with a 10-man rotation. I've seen like Eric Musselman back in the days at Nevada play as many as 7, and that's it.
I think there's a good chance you're going to start to see this coaching staff for the Aztecs start to find their rotation, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how many guys it's going to be. It might be 8, might be 9. 7 to 8 guys, maybe. You're going to expand minutes for the guys that
we're getting on the defense.
The minutes on the floor, and you'll minimize the minutes for the guys that just aren't producing and doing what they need them to do.
Aztec scoring drought has now eclipsed 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Simmons, good shot fake, and follows his own miss and gets second chance points there.
It's a second chance opportunity for Simmons that he's created just by being able to get to the rim. I mean, that's just effort right there.
He had made his last 4 shots since missing one, and now why not start another streak here? Aztec lead is 10, 6.5 to go here in the first half.
See that?
Here's Witherspoon, the 4th. Nope. Davis is able to push off on Guath. Davis lost the handle on it, a turnover. It's going to be the 6th of the first half. Leads to a transition 3 attempt. Simmons got the rebound. He just loves contact underneath, doesn't he? He's like looking for it. Guath almost had a chance to clean it up, and foul shots are coming.
Now, I don't really mind taking that deep Simmons 3. It was in rhythm. You just didn't hit the shot. Of course, you may have wanted to work the shot clock, but I don't mind that if you got it.
How many times has he hit that shot, though? Like, at least there were guys underneath the basket. I mean, he's taken it out several times where he's taken that shot in transition. There's no one under the basket. So it's either you make it or it's a turnover. I'm not a fan of that shot. Like,
good reads, the bounce off.
I'd rather see someone kind of give your defender a head fake and take it to the hoop.
Gets to the spot.
Oh, every time. That's always the preferred choice for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just not a favorite of mine.
Taj DeGorville will come back in. Simmons sits down with 4 points. Man, 3 rebounds in 4 minutes. That's
efficient minutes. Yeah.
That'll be a pretty good plus-minus probably, although the Aztecs really haven't scored much. 1 for their last 9 in field goals. Miles Heidi back in.
So you got Guath now on the bench, so Heidi slides to the 5 there.
And a little press in the backcourt. They break it up, but Davis not much of a ball handler, right? So he's got to go in and wait for the troops to gather.
See, I would force the ball into Davis's hands.
Here's Lenhart. Great assist guy, as we mentioned.
Really pressuring Lenhart way out by half court.
Bird ball hawking, love it.
Lenhart, and he gets tripped by Newman.
That was a collision, boy.
Couple of really good hard fouls, whether it's DeGorville or Sean Newman Jr. here.
Oh, I better not hear Section A screaming, hit him again. That's for the opposite team guys. That was a hit.
And he'll be able to walk this thing
Yeah, he
off.
gets
Will
come
the
down.
senior grad transfer from Louisiana Tech.
He's played well so far this game.
Foul's going to be the first on Millman.
Gotta give it to him,
Team
man. He's
fouls
really
are even at
struggled
5
in,
apiece, non-shooting
some
fouls.
of the
So
games. I thought he
Utah
was pretty
Valley,
good against Baylor. There were
5
moments
and 2
where he
coming
was
in.
good.
We'll have a chance to inbound it. There he is.
You
He's
see that
played
hard
really well
foul?
today.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Legs just came out from under him. It looked like Newman
All right,
Jr.
BJ's back in the
slipped.
game.
And they're wiping up
All right.
that part of the floor here. It was a moment ago. And so Newman's going to
It
go
doesn't
out
start.
here. And the trainers will look at him. It looks like maybe he cut the bottom of his lip when he fell. Kind of physical out there. Here's Welling. It's a Utah Valley team.
That's a push-off.
Yep,
That is a push
gets an offensive foul called on him. Hayden Welling, the 6'9 senior. He started his career
saw
at
that elbow
Irvine for
extend.
52 games.
Great defensive play by Taj. I mean,
That's good defense right there. You get in a stance. You keep the guy in front of you. He feels the pressure. He feels like he's got to push off to create some space because it looked like
nice
he
thing
wanted to
about
take
Taj
a
is,
baseline
being
jumper,
6'5",
but he needed to get himself
he can
in
guard a guy
rhythm.
that's
So he
6'8" like
pushes
that.
off, and you're drawing the offensive charge. That's the defense you like to see.
Bird throws it.
Nice.
Oh, good no-look pass there to DeGorville. Stepping into the 2
Oh!
was Davis, and look at Heidi go down.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
big
my
spill.
goodness. This game brought to you
that's
by
a big
Blue
spill,
Cross
man. I
and
don't
Blue
like the sight of
Shield,
that, dude.
That's
California.
He's
hard.
down
That's
too,
hard.
That's definitely
Yeah.
that's definitely a big bruise, and hopefully that's it.
Oh no.
He went down. It looked like he went down on
Ugh.
the back of his head and neck, but he's
Oh
got
man,
his
I didn't see any
hands
head,
on
but
his
I
lower
hope
back here.
he didn't hit his
His
head
whole
on
body just.
Oh
So they
man,
called it a
floor.
common foul now. I'm not sure whether they'll come over and look at
we
it.
need
I
a
think they're
replay
gonna
on that one.
Look at this for potential upgrade of a flagrant 1.
Wow.
It
I think-
looked like he got undercut.
His tailbone took the blunt force of that fall.
Yeah.
And that is a big human being in Heidi, 6'9".
The bigger they are, man, the harder they fall, man. That's a lot of
Yeah,
weight coming
for sure.
down.
That's
and-
what
Force.
Dutch is telling the
I hope he
officials
didn't
to
break
look at it.
anything,
There was,
man.
maybe an elbow. Heidi
Nah.
is getting up to an applause here.
Oh, he
David
didn't feel that in
Velasquez
the
went
morning,
out,
dude.
and we'll mark that
Damn.
down. Heidi goes out with his team.
I mean, it's great. He's moving
enjoying
it,
their
right?
biggest
I
lead
mean,
of the
you
night
wouldn't
of
be
a
able to
dozen.
really
They're
move
on a
if you
6-0
really,
run
really,
now
bro. But you just never
the
know,
last
man.
205.
Dang it. So
Craig
that's
Stetson
down
be
probably a
pretty
big man
busy
rest
here.
of the game. I wouldn't
Least
imagine
from
he's
now
coming back
until
for
the
nothing.
Could be. I don't. We'll see.
Second half, wheel him
just
out
be
like Willis
sore.
Reed, right?
Now.
Put some ice
Right
on
on
it.
cue, we were talking about depth, right? And so now it might be all hands on deck.
Remember,
Now, Utah Valley's
Rocky
not a
had just
big
come out.
team.
Heidi had just
No.
They,
come in.
they're not a small team either,
Lost,
but they don't
and
really
he's
have any
trying
big
to
men.
figure out how many minutes
I got a
Guac can
text
get
from
you
Vinny.
as
Shout out to
well,
Vinny on the
right?
text. He's telling me
It
right
doesn't
now
have anything to do
they
with
average
Guac's
about
knee. His
89
knee
points a
is
game.
good. It's just
Right
about
now,
getting
they're on
this
pace
win
to
get
average
them
about
a little bit of
58.
rest as he
So
tries to
great,
get back
great
in
job
the
making them
game
play our
shape.
style of game right
They
now.
are
But
gonna upgrade this.
oh, losing Heidi.
Wow. So the Aztecs, it's going to be a flagrant 1. Aztecs get 2 shots and the
Flagrant
basketball.
Wow.
And Todd Phillips, who's an outstanding coach in his 3rd season, 46-37 overall, talking with the officials about it.
Let us know in the chat,
So
guys.
Davis
Was
will
that
go to the line to
intentional?
shoot the
Was that
free
intentional?
throws.
I don't know. I couldn't.
He's
I
the
couldn't
only
tell.
one in
I
double
couldn't tell.
figures right now with 10, and then the Aztecs will get the ball. So this could be quite the turnaround here. It could be as much as a 5-point turnaround when it's all said. They gave Isaac Davis the foul, his second, and it's upgraded to a flagrant 1. And Davis makes the first. Todd Phillips getting an explanation from one of the officials. And Davis, again, the Mountain West Conference leader from the free throw line coming in today at
Nice.
95.2%.
Get
And
him
you
to
can
the
add a
line,
perfect
man.
4 for 4 in this one.
Him and
He's
Reese.
got a
I mean, him
dozen.
and Reese. That's got to
The lead
be
is
a big part of
14
the
in the
offense. Get
Aztecs.
both
So
those guys.
why
to the
wouldn't you
line,
want to put the ball in his hands and like run a pick and roll for him?
right?
You know,
Adam Jacobson, whose
or he
brother
can hit
Casey
threes. He
is
can
likely
come off it,
watching,
hit
was
threes. He's such a
none
great
too
3-point
pleased with
shooter.
that flagrant call
And get downhill
on
towards the
Isaac
basket,
Davis.
and he gets fouled. Goes to the line.
DeGorville
Big
to inbound
bucket
to the
if you can get
baseline,
it
gets
here.
it in quickly to Bird. Bird off to DeGorville, who's had a bunch of open looks.
Move the ball. There you go.
But
Reversed it.
has taken one open look on the baseline and missed it. He's scoreless so far. Farrell Compton is in over the top to Dixon Waters.
Nice.
Saw the triple team out to Davis. Elevates for three and missed it. Rebounded
good
by
shot.
Witherspoon
Yeah.
the fourth.
Good look, though. Good kick
Yep.
out. Right look.
So
Guy
that-
spotting up in the corner. You wide open. Give
One
it to
thing
him.
I would like to
Flagrant
see
one only
these guys
cost him
do
2
more, though,
points.
that they don't do
And
is
Compton
shot
goes
fake.
down trying to get the
We don't
steal.
shot fake
and it's
nearly
going to
enough.
be
Yeah.
Like
Utah Valley
DJ could have shot
basketball.
faked that guy, got that guy up in the air, and
Compton
then
touched it
drove.
last. Holcomb
And
back
then
in. They
You
really
got to
could use
converge on him, and then
scoring out of
Farrell's
Holcomb
like
here.
underneath the basket, you know.
Aztecs have locked him down. He's scoreless. He's 0 for 3.
Accelerate
He's
to
a
the
guy
rim.
that
Just
likely,
would
when
like
it's
to
all
see
said and
us,
done, will be
you
the
know,
WAC Player of the Year.
It's good you do get
Averaging over
catches, shoot
15 points a
threes,
game, 7
but
boards,
also
and 2
shot
assists.
faking and driving into the paint.
Jackson
I
Holcomb
think
has 3 double-doubles. Only 27
good
players
things can
nationally have
happen.
more as we sit here on December the 3rd, and he's been
Oh,
shut out.
what
That's
throw
why he
was
was going to go
that?
in. Is that going to
That's
go
a
for a
butt.
3?
That's a
Is that a
The
goal
Aztecs
ten or
want
what?
basket interference. I think
Come on
Utah
now.
Valley wants a 3. They
Oh,
put it
Dutch
in
is
as a
heated.
2.
You better
There's
be
no way
heated.
that's a
That's
three.
as
That's
odd a
basket
shot as you're gonna
interference if
see,
that's a
and the
3.
Davids
I
become
mean, how do you not
restless.
blow the whistle?
DeGorville
Right.
shot fake
At
into
all.
the corner.
I
Davis picked up by Holcomb. That's tipped. And it got tipped by
Can they
Utah
review it? That's the
Valley.
big
It'll
question. I
Be
don't
Aztec
think
ball
so.
with 12 to shoot, 4:32 to go, game clock. Jeremiah Odin in for Reese Dixon Waters.
Tell them, Dutch. Tell them.
And Brian Dutcher's not going to win the argument about basket interference. They were trying to go for the lob, and the thing went in and counted as a 2-pointer.
Let them have it, Dutch.
And it was right around the 3-point line, too. I guess it could have been worse. Could have cost you 1 additional point. Aztecs
bobblehead.
inbound, but they got to hurry here. 8 to shoot. Davis back to DeGorville. DeGorville takes a
God,
deep 3, missed back iron, rebounded by
Why?
Holcomb. He'll start the transition break back the other way. Almost traveled with it. Transition 3 on the way, no good, but running down his own rebound was Lenhart.
Oh.
Here's Hendricks into the low post. Hawkins and little drop step, and he beats Compton. That's a nice bucket right there.
Nifty move there, and good patience too. You thought really Utah Valley had the 3 there. Didn't shoot the 3 ball, settled to go inside and get a high percentage bucket.
Isaac Hawkins was at the College of Southern Idaho last year. And there's Odin underneath for his first bucket of this contest.
that was
How
gonna
about
get
that?
stolen,
69 points from 1,000 coming into this game for J.O.
Now
and a
get out
steal for the
transition. Let's
Aztecs.
go.
Take away DeGorville
Hop
to
it.
Bird. He could use a bucket. Oh, this back iron again. Davis, and they secure the offensive rebound. DeGorville,
Move the ball.
Bird,
Too much
nifty dribbling. Good pass, Odin. Got some length in front of him. Odin step back jumper in the lane. He's gone.
Got the roll.
Oh, he got the friendly home bounce.
I love the hang time on that shot.
Yeah.
Points in the paint. Love it.
Very NBA Michael Jordan-esque. You kind of forget that Odin went 601 days between games after a foot injury. That kept him out last year at UNC Charlotte. And that is good. A 3 by a guy who needs it, Hayden Welling, who has already turned it over 3 times in this game.
Thing about J.O. is he's shooting pretty high percentage here in the last 4 out of the 6 games.
Yeah.
50% from field goal range for J.O.
Compton. DeGorville. Cross court into the corner. J.O. drives baseline, tried to make the pass to Pharaoh Compton,
That should
and
be
it got knocked out by Compton, and that'll take us to the break. He's adamant he didn't touch it. 2:16
That was
to
off
go.
on- that was
First half,
off on them.
11-point lead for the
Yeah,
Aztecs.
that one
challenge
looked
that?
pretty obvious.
Do you challenge that? I would probably challenge it.
Now, what's the rule on that, though, right? You only get one?
You only get one, but if it's indisputable, then that's the thing. It's got to be indisputable, but that's every challenge needs to be then indisputable, right?
I keep
you
it
only
for the
do
second
it.
half.
You think so?
Yeah, you're in control of this game right now. If you need to keep it for the second half, hopefully not. But hey, you gotta like what you're seeing from this team overall right now, man. They are moving the ball a little better. The hustle is there. The defensive pressure is there. And granted to Utah Valley, I mean, they're scrappy. You saw that shot fake. We were calling for shot fake from us, and then they do it right there in the paint.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Could always be watching this game from Circa, right? Thank you guys for joining.
I don't even want to think about Vegas, man. No. Vegas was not the best experiences last time. So.
Oh man, I had a blast, even though we only won one game. Somebody asked in the chat, they were like, "Hey, did you guys have what did you guys have in Vegas?" I think they were asking if we had the blue or the yellow stuff at the Circus buffet. I think that's only Lobo fans. That's only Lobo fans. Only Lobo fans.
Some corn salsa with that.
Some corn salsa. Hey, shout out El Patricio. He says, I was checking out On3 recruiting servers for football. National Signing Day today. Of course, we might get into that at halftime a little bit. He says he was excited seeing us now officially listed in the Pac-12. Yeah, and all sports next year. It's going to be exciting. Oh, man. You guys keep the comments coming. We'll show it here on screen. Hey, we know these guys. The show. What do you know?
There's Kai's super fan, Guy Fieri, all the regulars in the show.
Oh man, there we go.
Well, all the extra work on the defensive end is paying off so far. Utah Valley has averaged 86 points per game through their first 7 games. Tonight, a mere 22. Almost 18 minutes into this first half.
We're making them play our style of ball, Fiend. You got to love it.
They were working on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'll take an 11-point lead.
45 minutes before the game.
You know, late in the first half, this is good.
That you would see
playing well. I mean, that second unit, when they first came in, they really energized. I mean, obviously, we weren't playing well to start the game, right? It was kind of neck and neck, and then they pulled us ahead, and now we've been keeping that distance from them. So, got to continue to try to separate, get more separation, you know, blow this game out away.
Be able to work on different scouts, so you really can't do a whole lot. As we take a look at a couple of these highlights here in the last 18 minutes or so of this first half, BJ Davis. But it's a commitment and it's a grind and it's not easy. And we're still early in the season, Steve. And, you know, Brian Dutcher, he's a heck of a coach. I mean, a heck of a coach. He's a very, very good coach. He knows how to get this done. It's just going to take some time and you need reps. These players.
One thing to note, Fiend, is Jackson Holcomb, their leading scorer. He averages about a little over 15 points. Yet to hit a bucket in this game, dude.
It may not pay off immediately, but it will.
Well, you got to credit the defense for the Aztecs, you know.
Yeah.
I think who'd they have on them? Bird? Is Bird the one who's defending them? He's a heady player. He can finish with both hands. He gets in the paint, and that's great that he hasn't taken a shot yet.
I'm not sure there's
6 boards, 4 assists, so he's contributing, that's for sure, but just not hitting.
Leonard is usually their assist guy, so I don't know why the ball is in Holcomb's hands. What you really want to do is get the ball into their big guy, Davis, up top, and then just drop on him, you know, and then cover everyone else. Force him to dribble, force him to shoot. He's not good at either one. So that's what I would do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On the flip side, BJ Davis has 12 points right now, so that's leading the Aztecs. And let's see who else.
Playing like a starter.
It's going to take some time.
You're probably wondering why it's taken so long to get back to the action. They went back and looked at that play. And what did I say? I said, you're lucky it didn't cost you 3 points.
You know,
Dutch was
on the perimeter defender,
right?
I think.
They went back and looked at it, and it cost them 3 points.
Yeah.
They actually changed it. It was at 3. That ball that was the alley-oop attempt.
Oh.
Right? And it went in, and Dutch obviously wanted basket interference. He didn't get it. So when they went back and looked, found out it was launched from beyond. And so it turned out to be a 3. And it would have been a 3 by a guy shooting 57%, Hendricks. So he's a perfect 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. And BJ Davis almost got a steal there. 10 to shoot. Really disrupting things up high here And Magoon Guaf
got him on the
punched
hand.
it out. Yep, and that's a foul.
And that's the thing, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. BJ Davis playing heck of great defense up front. I mean, literally putting pressure on his player right after he crosses half court. Guy can't even get the ball inbounded into the offense, and then you foul with 7 seconds.
That was foul number 1 on Guaf, and there's Hendricks, 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Again, let me reiterate that he's a 57% three-point shooter, 4th best nationally, and he's showing you why. He's got 12 points. That 57% is going to tick up. Guaf, take it to the rack. And got disrupted. Coming away with it, Jackson Holcomb. Spin move and a block, but a foul will be called. Well, they thought they got a clean block, but somebody got a body along the way.
No.
And they're going to get the Aztecs. And it looks like it's going to be on J.O.
I thought that was pretty clean.
That's his first. That now will put Utah Valley in the bonus. Both teams have commit 17 fouls. This is going to be a shooting foul that will be 2 shots here for Holcomb. And he made the first. And he's a pretty exciting player, 6'7", redshirt sophomore guard. They start 4 guards with good size. They have 1 big that was Isaac Davis. And again, a team last year that won 25 games, 6 returners from that team, 15-1 in the WAC. Had a really good score last year in Dominic Nelson. So fun to watch, but he was the WAC player of the year. Lenhart for 3, and it's good. And this thing has gotten interesting, folks. 33-30. What was a 14-point lead for the Aztecs at the 5:27 mark has been whittled down to 3, and it didn't take that long.
Like a flash, man.
It's a
5 points in a run right there.
Valley
and a 10-0 run. Geez.
97 seconds.
That 3 ball for Utah Valley is really working, and it's hurting the Aztecs. Brian Dutcher, very quick timeout on that last 3 ball by Lenhart. That was deep, but
the great equalizer, the 3-pointer, dude. Get you every time.
Looking at, guys that can really
but giving up the offensive rebound
Hendricks
there
comes to mind for Utah Valley. You mentioned he's 4 of 4, but he comes in here.
Willow, I'm not staying up for double overtime
You've
again.
got to be able to have that guy's number and run that guy off the 3-point line.
We had,
to see the Utah
like I said, we had a 10-point, 11-point lead.
Through the first 7 games.
Now it's almost
vanished.
So
they had a loss.
Let's close out this half strong.
It was a bad loss, but
1 minute.
Anyone was going to lose that game because they were first out of the gate to Boise after the Broncos lost to Hawaii Pacific. And then they had a 1-point loss to Fresno State. But this is a team that shoots 53%, 6th nationally, 37% on threes. They're above that. And it's a 1-possession game inside of a minute to go in the first half from Viejas. Again, buckle up. Hope we don't have another repeat of Troy. Harrington's only missed 1 3 all season. That's his 2nd miss. He's 10 of 12. Holcomb, and he's fouled by Davis. And they'll get a chance at a 1-and-1 here to cut into the deficit further.
I'm going to say, Afine, you called it, gotta love how BJ's playing, but some of those silly fouls right there. I mean, it's just not a competitive foul right there. It's a frustration foul.
You put a guy to the line with a 3-point lead going into the halftime after you
and it puts it in there in the bonus.
Window is Dixon Waters comes in for Harrington.
Make them earn it, make them earn it.
Yeah.
This is just their 3rd free throw attempt of the first half. Meantime, the Aztecs have been there a dozen times. Two-point game with 36.7 to go.
So that foul could lead to a potential 2 points from the 1-on-1 by Holcomb, who's likely to make it. And it's an Aztec 1-point lead with about 36 ticks left.
So much for the fans exhaling, right? When you had a 14-point lead. Now everybody's like, uh-oh, on the edge of their seats again. Aztec basketball will sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge, right? BJ Davis, and he has it nearly stolen and officially stolen.
Oh, they're going to get the last look.
Yep, they've got a chance to take the lead. Yep, into the break. Shot clock is off. Utah Valley was down 14, at the 5:27 mark. And the ball knocked away, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Aztecs with a slim 1-point lead after Brian Dutzer's team led by 14 with 5:27 to go. They were up 29-15. Hats off to Utah Valley for making it a game.
29-15.
No, we don't want to take our hats off to Utah Valley right now.
We
man.
scored
Come
4
on.
points.
Oh,
29-15. They scored 17-4 run to close the half. That's why we've been in trouble. You know, you have just these periods, these lapses in defensive IQ, offense. You know, sticking and not moving the ball. You see a lot of these guys. It's like one pass, shoot, or like dribble. Get in the lane and maybe a couple passes and that's it. But, you know, you got to share the ball. You got to move the ball. You got to move the defense. I mean, it's like fundamental stuff, right? And until they buy in to like that, you know, doing that type of basketball where they can really be great and use their athleticism along with strategy to move the defense, get them out of position, and then attack. I think you're just going to continue to see this type of basketball. You know, they got to get smarter with the way they play. And we're seeing periods where they are, and it is working, and they're moving the ball and they're sharing the basketball and things are going well. And then there's other periods like the close of the half where it goes back to sort of hero ball, you know. I think someone put it in the chat. It's hero ball, and that's exactly what it is, you know.
Just to read over a little bit of the stats, 33. Basically, we're looking at field goal percentage-wise, they're hitting 42%. Of course, they're hitting 43%, 7-16 from the three-point line. That's making a big, big difference. We're only 2 of 9 from the three-pointers. 9 of 12 free throws for us, right? So a big free throw advantage for us. They've only shot 4 total, 3 of 4. But on the boards, we're getting out rebounded 19-16. It's not drastic, but it is. They do have control. 7-4 steals for the Aztecs. So we're getting the points in the paint as well. But what can you say, man?
Well, 3-point shooting, 2 of 9. Mm-hmm. They're shooting 7 of 16, 44%. I know one was really lucky, that one that went in that should have been a basket interference that they called a 3-point shot. But yeah, 9 of 12 at the line. Again, I want to see us attack the basketball, attack the rim more, get into the paint, put pressure on those guys, get them to foul us, get to the line.
We need them lobs again. We need those lobs.
Man, that's where we really separated, right? When Farrell was in the game, when we were getting those lobs to him and he was rolling to the basket, and whether it was Taj or it was Sean Newman dishing the ball to him, that's where we went on that run. And BJ was in the game. He was hitting shots, and we need to get back to that type of basketball.
Rick Tirado, you stepped away for 5 minutes and 10-point lead went down. Hey guys, we're gonna try a little something. We've got our guy Chino down there, Andrew down there, live at Viejas. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but we'll give it a shot really quick, man. What's going on?
What's up, man?
What's going on, Chino? How's the crowd down there, man?
Crowd not too shabby for a Wednesday. I'll tell you right now, if I put in the camera, watch this. The Diamonds just performed at halftime here. I know Big O would appreciate the Diamonds just performed.
Oh, everybody loves the Diamonds, man. Everybody loves the Diamonds.
Everybody loves the Diamonds. Look at that here. Look at switch the camera back. Watch that. Look at that. We got angles everywhere. Look at that Mateo working the stream. We got Fiend over here. We gotta give it to the people, right? We gotta give the people what they want. I know it's sloppy for in the first half, but okay.
What's the best chant you guys got working down there, giving them the business? It's not working right now.
I don't know. I was trying to call them Applejacks because they wear green, and I don't know what it is. The only green that's allowed in this town is Lincoln. Shout out to the Hornets. But that's about it. But I think the mood, kind of generally in the arena, a little more intensity needed here. I think when you're 3-3 and you're kind of that thing, it's just kind of like, uh, I know there were people around us here in the section that were like saying their piece, and everyone says their piece, when your team isn't doing the best. And everyone's entitled to their opinion, each of their own. But vibes are good over here overall, though. I think you gotta put away when they had that basket interference earlier in the first half. Sometimes you guys you say your piece, you move on. They let them back into the game though. We had quite a lead for a little bit.
So Rick's asking, are the Aztecs, is Utah Valley this good or are we this bad? Fiend, what do you think?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I think we certainly have not reached our potential. I mean, let's just face it, with the athletes that we have, and we should be playing much better than the way we are playing, But Utah Valley is a good team. They're smart. They are like Troy, right? Troy never went away in that game. We could never finish them off in that game, and then they went ahead in the second half, for a big run, and we had to close it just to get it to overtime. Just feels very similar to that game, and they're smart ball players. They play as a team. They play hard. And they're hitting their threes just like Troy did against us.
Chino, what do we got to do in the second half, man? Who do you think's going to come out and take control? What are you guys going to do in the second half?
We're gonna do what we do best over here, and that's what we can, just steal from the guys, run the other guys, the usual stuff. But what we're seeing on inside the arena, I think really there's been moments where they put on defense, and we just need to get back to what we do best. And it's not like it's a new concept or anything like that. It's really just asking for those 50-50 balls and get that deep. We saw that with Compton coming off the bench. We saw that, hopefully Heidi's okay. We heard that stuff when he came down, and he came down hard.
Yeah.
We heard that. Thank goodness the rest of the Central College are flagrant. So, a flagrant one at least. But no, we'll see here. They kind of keep an eye on the lockers right now, both locker rooms right now. Hopefully, Heidi will come out. He'll be running out here like Willis Parisian. It ain't quite game 7, but it is actually game 7. We're 3-3 actually. A little game 7. It's 7-7. We'll parallel there.
Hey, Chino, Rick says, are you at Viejas or Venus? That auto transmission sounds like a NASA moon landing. Hey,
I think
take it easy.
No, it's okay. Rick's all good. No, I think I got Fiend's signal today. I got Fiend's wireless. I got his internet today. That's why Fiend looks coming out real nice and clean.
It's not the same computer that made the Mountain West championship
I think
opponent.
That thing's still loading to this moment here. That thing's still stuck at press the any key button or whatever it is. Come on, people.
It's a little better now, but we're gonna let you go, man. Thank you for touching base there at Viejas, dude. Well, let's do this again. We're gonna be back here again doing more games, so we'll perfect it. We'll get the system down, Vinny.
Thanks. Thanks to everybody watching on the stream here. Hey, love y'all over here.
Be loud, Chino. Let's bring home a dub.
Bring home the victory.
Dubs only. Have a good one, everybody.
See you, dude. All right. I hope you guys enjoy that. He's live at Viejas, Chino, Section A. Those folks, they make it loud. They make it rowdy. Oh, man. Well, we're going to take a little break. I think let's return back to the stream action and catch ourselves a breather before the second half. All right. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Let's do it.
See you in a bit.
When you think back to the year where you're unable to play, but you still had a significant role on this team, and you're watching from the bench, you're almost serving as a player coach, or that's how it appears from afar. What was that experience like for you, not being out there, but contributing in a different manner?
It was different because I had to detach myself from a player's point of view and understand it just from somebody that really studies and watches the game. And I'm already somebody that critiques myself a lot and critiques the game a lot. So being able to help my teammates was important for me because it helped me grow as a man and a basketball player, seeing the coach's perspective. So now when I play, I may still have moments as a player where I question why we do certain things or why people do certain things, but my approach to it and my response to it is different. But it was cool, like, to play or to watch and not play. But obviously, if I could have played, I would have been out there. But
what impact could sitting out a year potentially have on your game moving forward?
Just making smarter decisions, being more mature. I'm a fifth-year senior now, so it's kind of weird to say, but I'm definitely excited to play. Just the game is much slower for me now because I kind of understand the game more. So everything I do now is deliberate. It's not like an accident. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I'm not going into anything confused or not knowing because I've seen a lot, especially with my time playing and watching now.
What areas of your game do you think you can grow moving forward? I mean, you're coming off an injury, but you're also trying to grow your game. You're going to be a different player. Where do you expect to and hope to see growth in your game?
Making everything easier for myself. So shooting when I'm open. If I'm not open, either pass it, drive it, or get to my, my bag or whatever I have to bring to the team. But just making everything easier and not calculating things before I do it and kind of just playing and letting myself just play the game.
What is it about San Diego State? Because you came here a couple of years ago. There's all this movement in college basketball, but you've remained here. What is it about San Diego State that has worked out so well for you?
I think along with the good, I'm somebody that usually looks at, I wouldn't say the negative, but things I need to work on. And in my 23 years, I would say my hardest year or my hardest few months was his last few months. And I wouldn't want to just go somewhere else because I'm going through a tough time or because I'm injured or because somebody could pay me more money if they could. I don't think that's a reason. And I think with me going through my mental battles and struggles with my foot and everything, I think it was the best decision to stay because I stuck it through, here, and I got through it all while I was here. So, and I think, the people are genuine. It's fun here. I'm comfortable. It's my last year. I don't want to go somewhere else just because it's my last year to chase money or fame. I'm not that type of guy.
Reese, appreciate your time. Thanks for doing it.
Appreciate it.
It's Bedlam tonight here in Boise.
The crowd is pumping at the pit. This place is electric.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool day. Stadium Swim. It's the only thing like it in the world.
This is San Diego State University, where every possibility shines with Southern California life. And the ideas that drive you will come to light. You'll join a vibrant community cheering for the spirit of play, with world-class academic programs that help you meet the future where it's going, in a setting that will spark your imagination. Dare to discover the unknown.
Old Trapper Beefs, last bag.
You know there's plenty for both of you.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Back inside Viejas Arena on a Wednesday night. Steve Quist, Tammy Blackburn with you. Utah Valley has pulled to within 1 thanks to a 12-0 run over the final 2:47 of the first half. The Aztecs had 2 significant scoring droughts They ended the first half no points in 3:11, and there was a time where they went close to 5 minutes middle of that first half without scoring. And so it's a 1-point game. Buckle up. Here we go for the final 20 minutes of regulation. We are told that Miles Heide has a hip contusion. He's going to try to come back and play, but I don't see him out there right now. He was not warming up to start this second half of play. Sean Newman is back and ready to go. And one of the things that was stressed in the locker room at halftime, for what we're told, is do what you do best. Screen and roll, get to the basket, right?
Get downhill, get to the bucket. I mean, these guys were finding each other, making the pass, getting some alley-oops, really working together. I thought that they, were connecting really well, and that's what it was. Goon's going to get the start at the 5. Tay Simmons is going to get the start at the 4 here.
All right, so a little bit of lineup changes. Thank you guys for sticking with us for the second half.
Yep.
Ooh, Bird's got to get on track. Let's go.
Out of the locker room.
Harrington back in to lead the offense here and run the point. He was minus 11 in the first half on plus-minus. Dixon Waters from the elbow missed it. Aztecs shooting sub 35%. Again, it's a Utah Valley team that holds opponents to a very San Diego State Aztec type of number, 36% field goal defense. Here's Holcomb.
Look how much they share
Bird
the
went
ball.
for the
Look
steal.
at this.
Tates, and a foul as Bird went from the block behind on the baseline drive.
I thought Bird was going to have that steal. I thought his hand was in denial. Good old-fashioned Dick Bennett basketball there, and he almost
compare the
had
number
it.
of passes that Utah Valley
That's
makes.
the
to
first
the
on
number of
Miles
passes.
Bird. Miles Bird did not score in the first half. Missed all 3 of his shots in 11 minutes. Had 1 assist and 1 turnover. This is Tates at the line. Grad student, a transfer from Loyola Marymount in the WCC. A couple of years, Utah Valley will be in the Big West. Next season, they're going to be in the Big West. Coming in with California Baptist.
They'll be competitive, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They're going to have people run for the money. I thought that was a really good move and great recognition by Tates to get to the line. He knew that Bird lunged and went for the steal, didn't get it. And then he beat Bird, and then Bird fouled from behind.
And a takeaway. They're really good at steals. That's their 5th of the game. They average 10 steals a game, does Utah Valley. Try to turn it into points here. Double team comes, and a foul before the block by Goon on Jackson Holcomb. They get that on Tay Simmons, the freshman. So now you got 2 freshmen on the floor and getting very valuable minutes here to start this second half of play. Simmons and Harrington, along with Guath, Miles Bird, and Reese Dixon Waters, the 5 out on the floor. Holcomb ties this thing up at 33. It's the 4th time we've been tied in this game. We've had 3 lead changes. Again, the Aztecs are up 14 at the 5:27 mark, 29-15. They've only scored 4 points since. Now a lead for Utah Valley. Something they had in the early going. Harrington. Simmons. Davis in his face. 8 to shoot. Dixon Waters back to Simmons. Lines up the 3 and rattles it home.
Good spot up there by Simmons to get outside and get to that 3-ball spot. And just patience and see this just little pass over the top as Dixon Waters, who drew 2 defenders. Somebody's open at that point. Good find.
I wasn't sure he had that in his arsenal. Utah Valley certainly didn't think so. They left him kind of
wide
unguarded.
open.
Yep. Pass underneath to Davis. He missed it. Got his own offensive rebound. No look pass to Lenhart. He missed back iron, and Simmons just says, I'll take that.
No chance for Holcomb to get around Simmons for that offensive board. Not a chance.
2-point lead for the Aztecs after the Simmons 3. Guath got his pocket picked. Here's Holcomb against Simmons. Spin move. Bird knocked it away. Diving on the floor. Harrington, but then Utah Valley gets it back. Lenhart now on the wing. And a foul on Magoon Guath. Tried to feed the post in the paint. And he went over the back on Davis.
He just cannot get into rhythm. That's the
going
way
to be
he
the
was
second
against Baylor.
on the 7-foot sophomore.
And they'll get him out of the game just again on win,
Really
right? Just trying to get Guath in shape. I mean, he ran up and down the floor for the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This was a quick start to the first half for both of these teams that are running, and Guath just still kind of working himself back into shape after that knee surgery.
Yeah, it's his 5th game back, and there's going to be a violation, a 5-second inbound violation on the baseline, leading to a turnover for Utah Valley. That's their 10th of the game.
But you pick up that foul if you're Guath because you're tired, right?
Yeah.
That's a tired foul right there. He just doesn't have his legs. He's trying to lean. He's lunges. He's hanging on his guy.
Harrington, Dixon Waters into the paint, gets the shot off, missed front iron. He's really struggled with that shot in this game. He's 0 for 5. There's some significant 0-fers in this one. Bird and Dixon Waters have not made a shot yet. They're a combined 0 for 8 from the floor, and DeGorville's 0 for 2. That's big. Those 3 guys. Now, normally, at the beginning of the year, that 3 of those guys were in the starting lineup. They're 0 for 10. The rest of the team has had to kind of pick it up, led by B.J. Davis and his 12 points.
Good news for the Aztecs. Miles Heide has come out, and he's actually on the bike.
Pharaoh Compton.
Nice move.
Outstanding.
Put him in the spin cycle.
Half dozen for Pharaoh Compton on 3 of 4 shooting.
Good turn move. Good get to the rim. Soft touch on that finish.
Pharaoh Compton is 20 of 24 from the field so far this season. Hendricks, he is 4 for 5 on the heat check from beyond the arc. Simmons grabs another board. That's the 7th rebound for the freshman Simmons.
Wow.
7 points, 7 rebounds in just 9 minutes on the floor. That is productivity, and give him 2 more. 9.7 rebounds. Maybe this freshman is going to bail out the Aztecs here on Wednesday night.
Keep feeding them.
6-point advantage for San Diego State. They're on a 7-0 run. Last 2:05.
Oh,
and a steal by Bird. Bird ahead on the break. Lobs it up for Simmons, who can't finish at the rim, but he's going to be fouled by Jackson Holcomb, and he'll get 2 shots.
Bird knew Simmons was running from the get-go. Those two set that play up at the steal, at the denial and the steal. Simmons curled around. He didn't go too wide in his lane, gave him the look. Here it is right here. Bird already looks up. He knows Simmons is running, and he's going to be ready. He's curling in. He's getting the right angle to the bucket. Good run. Didn't get the finish, but Simmons is going to the line, and he'll shoot for 2. You love that.
The second foul on Jackson Holcomb. And so here's Simmons. 11,683.
I'm liking the chat. Everybody's real hyped up, but you know,
career matching 7 rebounds.
LZ and BJ, they're very I don't want to say interchangeable, but they're the top guys running the point, right, Fiend? I think at this point
he's been your best.
Kind of like how things are going right now. You bring BJ in again.
Yeah,
they'll really blow it off.
Half here
for sure.
By Simmons.
Jeremiah Oden will come in. Still no Miles Heide since the hip contusion late first half. Right. Aztecs want possession of that, and they're going to get it. Tipped out by Utah Valley. Simmons out, Oden in. Simmons 10 points, 7 rebounds in 9 minutes on the floor. Utah Valley counters. They get Isaac Hawkins, their big 6'10 junior from College of Southern.
Well-earned breather. We'll get him back in.
Get him out there pretty quick.
Yeah.
Again.
They could run this play for Harrington. He could step in and become a shooter. Watch the inbounder. Baseline out-of-bound play.
Let's go, Bird. Let's go.
2 Bird. Compton, 1 dribble and a turnover. Yes. Oh,
he threw that at his feet.
Sloppy, lazy.
Terrible pass.
So Simmons, I mean, you're talking about equaling a career high in rebounds and also equaling a career high in points. So second career game in double figures for Tay Simmons.
Try to make up for it right there.
Yeah.
That's on Pharaoh Compton.
Can't play emotional like that.
First.
Gotta be smart.
The building doesn't have a lot of energy in it tonight either.
Too far out.
Welling a 3, down she goes. It's a 4-point game.
Farrell was
inside
in no
of
man's
16
land
to go in
there.
regulation. After the end of the Troy game, at least everyone's going to stick around to the final horn. I'll tell you that much. Everybody learned their lesson. Compton inside. Dixon Waters can't finish at the rim. They can cut this to maybe 1 with a 3 or in half with a 2. Hendricks, 57% three-point shooter, has missed his last 2 in this game after hitting his first 4.
Be smart with the ball. Gosh.
Compton
Get it out of his hands.
kept it alive. Harrington, the freshman out of St. John Bosco. Compton, Bird. Compton sets the screen. Bird shoots off of it, missed it. Compton will get it back and blows the dunk.
Had the board.
He didn't blow too many of them. More than half his career field goals are dunks. Just not that time, and that one passed out of bounds. Holcomb threw it out of bounds for what will be a dozen turnovers for Utah Valley. Still 14-53 to go in regulation.
Yeah, you got it right there in the lane. I know you want to jam it, but man, you got to finish. You got to get those 2.
A little finger roll in the basket counts just as much as a power dunk.
Nah, I love the dunk every time, though.
I know, but just put it in the basket, all right?
Brandon says if SDSU moved the ball like Utah Valley, they would be Sweet 16 material. Hopefully it will come. Yeah. I mean, that's what we're all banking it on, right? All that talent, all the athleticism on the court. You just got to share the ball.
It's a buy-in.
Efficient with it, but don't be sloppy with it. I hear you talking, Fiend. Like, protect the ball.
It's a buy-in, you know. And it's the coaching staff, too. I mean, they got to preach it and demand it, you know. But the thing is, Dutcher is, you know, he has player-led teams, you know. And so he lets them kind of figure it out. And so the thing that they've been able to mask in the past is they've had poor offensive efficiency, but they've masked it with great defense, right? And so the defense has made up for it. And that's what he's always said, you know, if you play defense, then I'll let you take the shots that you practice in practice, right? It's not the most, you know, it's not going to lead to the best basketball, but players like that because it gives them a lot of freedom, right? And so, but when you're not seeing that success on the defensive end, then you're really in trouble, right? So hopefully they can fix what's been going on defensively. They have had stretches this game where they played really well, but there's been times where they've been out of position in rotations and a step late, giving up open threes.
Welcome back inside Viejas Arena. Steve,
we'll see. Still only a 4-point lead second half. I mean, anyone's game. I like getting BJ in the game. Again, I don't understand why he doesn't start.
At this point,
I have no idea why he doesn't start.
Even in this game, he's the leading scorer. So I mean, get him out there. Let's go.
Get him on the floor.
Still looking, Miles Heidi. Looks like he's got a little back brace on down there. He's standing up. The hip contusion. They want to get him ready to play. We'll see. You pointed out he was on the bike. Kind of lifted up that jersey right to the left of the shot clock if you're watching. They're going to have a foul. Well, this is good. B.J. Davis coming back in for his first action of the second half. What a first half he had. 12 points in 13 minutes on the floor. Foul was on Witherspoon the fourth. That's his second. And here's Davis. Couldn't miss in that opening half. Handoff to Newman Jr. Into Farrow Compton. That's the screen and roll, but he's missed back-to-back dunks.
2 in a row.
Linhart, Holcomb, and should have been a travel, but DeGorville made contact before the pivot foot came back down.
How does he smoke 2?
So close
dunks?
To being the 13th turnover for Utah Valley. Meantime, the Aztecs, only 7 turnovers, only 4 in the first half of play. That's team foul number 5. DeGorville second.
There you go, Farrow. He needed something. Yep. He needed something after that. He just needs a little confidence.
Second block shot. Here's Hendricks. Free throw line, missed it. Witherspoon got it back, and last touch by Farrow Compton.
Thing about Farrow and missing those 2 dunks, you gotta right that ship right now, and you got to put it behind you. No more misses on those dunks. If he's going to dunk it, dunk it.
Head right.
If he's not, use the glass.
Again, 51% of his career field goals are dunks. Oh, and he's missed his last 2.
There we go. There we go.
And are we going to have an offensive foul called here?
He coming in. The ref's coming in to change it.
Inside the circle
in my way, so
you can't be in the circle.
And a blocking foul. Okay. At first, the Aztecs want a challenge. At least the players do.
The one that was closest to the play
Let's
made
see a replay.
The original call, man.
Determine if there's
everybody's seeing the replay within the arena right
sure that he was in, but it was close.
And that's why
everybody's heated inside Viejas.
And there is going to be a challenge here at official review for the Aztecs. Again,
we lose this challenge.
Coaches' appeals and challengeable plays this year, Tabby, out of bounds violation.
Is this a good challenge? I think it is.
Whether free throws,
if they're looking up at the jumbotron, right, you can tell
in close proximity to change in possession, and whether a foul was assessed to the correct play.
Finally, we get a replay.
They'll look at it. 4-point lead for the Aztecs.
Oh, I need a super slow replay on that one. I need that super slow. Oh, guys. Well, it looks like this is going to be a tight one. I mean, we had a nice, comfortable lead, but before the half, they let it slip away, and now, you can't let them get too much confidence with these calls. It's not a good challenge, AIX says. It's way too early in the game. Okay.
As sports fans, we may cheer.
He's saying we should be blowing Utah Valley out. Now, we know this is a good team, but I agree. I mean, they've shown that they should be able to. Of course, when Miles doesn't have any points, when Waters doesn't have any points, it's hard to win.
Yeah. I mean, those are, in our big 3, and Goon, he's struggling too. You're getting guys that you wouldn't expect to get contributions from. Simmons and BJ Davis has been solid last couple of games. But yeah, you expect your big were all 3 of them all preseason Mountain West players.
Yeah.
So
time to show and prove.
Right. I mean, it's time to show out.
I think it's like if your shot's not falling, but at this point you got to be able to have those shots in the bag that you can lean on to get you a bucket, just to get the ball rolling, get to the line, start hitting some free throws, just to get get your number up there, crooked number up there on your points, and then little by little get into the flow of your offensive game, right?
Yeah, and if you're, don't force it. If your game is not on offensively, there's other things you can do. Be a great teammate, play great defense, be unselfish with the basketball, make your teammates better. Those are things that you can do when your shots are not falling.
Let's hear what they're saying, because his foot did not look on the line.
Steps over, gets
and he's
outside the arc
too, yeah.
And that's the most important thing. He gets there. No question that the officials will see the same thing that we're seeing.
The Aztecs will lose a timeout. You have to have a timeout to challenge. So whether they win it or not, and if they do win the challenge, they'll have at least one more for the remainder of the game with 14:06 to go. 41-37. Again, the coaches' appeals and challengeable plays, an out-of-bounds violation, which that was not. A backcourt violation, no. Whether free throws should be awarded when a foul is committed in close proximity to a change in possession. So he's outside. He had his feet set. I initially thought this is going to be a better look here. Outside of the restricted arc, set. Lenhart knocks him over. If this is reversed, it'll be Aztec basketball, and they'll have a 4-point advantage. The officiating crew has looked at it a long time.
This shouldn't even be taking this long, Fiend. This is a simple, open and shut case. Come on now.
The obvious.
Yeah. Adam Jacobson wants to
get
a
lot of
going,
times
right?
blocks and charges come down to judgment calls. You know,
right,
remember
Adam,
Rex
the brother of
Chapman? He used to
Casey
do the whole
Jacobson.
segment on block or charge, right? You know,
They're
and
trying to figure out.
sometimes it's just a bang play, and it's sort of a judgment call, and that's
There's the in-house
probably why
camera,
they're
then there's
taking
our
more time
broadcast
looking
cameras
at it.
too, and I think they want another
They're
look.
calling for a different camera.
Yeah.
They're calling for a camera
Are you
that's
kidding me?
underneath the basket for a different angle.
Hey, if Richard
Wow.
Stern, if there's one guy that can get this all straightened out, it's Richard Stern
The
right
guy
there.
right there in the white long sleeve with
Nice.
the quarter zip. That's Richard
Great
Stern.
notes, great SID.
One of the best to do it.
Yep. And so what I think he came over to call to our producers to our right.
Sounds
that
like they're
it
not
looks
gonna
like
call
the
it, but
television
they're not gonna
replay
overturn it.
would clearly show, okay, that is a offensive foul and a charge, but the officials, I don't think, have the opportunity to look at that camera. They have to look at the in-house Viejas replays. So there, DeGorville set.
So are they
And again,
the
normally
certain camera
the
angles? It
officials
sounds
will
like.
come over and will tell us exactly what they're looking at and what the result is.
You know, the only thing I'm seeing is, could it be his left heel?
Let me
was on
see
the
if
back line?
Michael. I'll try and get.
Hey,
Michael
props to Richard
attention.
Stern, MVP of this game
and I
right
don't
now.
think
Let's go.
I think this might go.
Sure, advocating.
It
hard.
might be upheld. They're going to reverse it. Okay. All right.
Got it. Let's go.
So the coach's challenge is successful.
Get the challenge back.
It'll be Aztec ball, and I'd like to think our broadcast helped turn that around. Maybe they did find the angle. What do
The
you
only
think?
thing I can think of was that for
If they win by
DeGorville,
2, I'm taking credit.
his left heel, maybe they were looking at that because it looked awfully close.
That means they're going to book me on the KOSI morning show tomorrow to talk about it if it's a one-possession game. All right, so that was huge.
Let's not make it a one-possession game, guys.
Richard
Let's go.
Stern
It's time to
found
run
the
with
replay. We told you he's one of the best SIDs in the game, if not the best. Got to fight for your team,
So
right?
you still have a challenge, and you don't lose timeout.
Backdoor cut and DeGorville, and he got bailed out there because that thing was going out of bounds off of him. They're going to say it's last touch by Utah Valley. Again, the fourth thing you could challenge whether a foul was assessed to the correct player, and that must have been what the challenge was. My interpretation of that is what, would have been
Did they get the
correct
guy with the
player
wrong
on your team.
number?
Yeah, the wrong number, but I don't know. We'll let Judge Judy figure it out. Weekdays at 4 on Saturday. J.O. fighting
Nice.
through the defense.
Love
What a
that.
move and a great left hand.
Yeah, good J.O. We talked about him coming into this game, 69 points away
Like
from
the
1,000
J.O.,
for
man.
his career.
Get that.
A 50% field goal shooter in 4 of the last 6 games this season.
Yeah, he hasn't missed one yet. He's got-
Season high 7 rebounds versus Baylor last week. Good stats for J.O. Great bench player.
Perfect 3 for 3 in this one. Welling missed the 3. Davis got sealed off. Davis out to DeGorville. He needs one to go down, and there it is. Right on cue.
That's his
He
shoot,
missed his
baby.
first 2
Love it.
shots. Hits a big 3 there to
What's his
stretch the
second
lead
unit
out
again?
to 9.
Extending
Linhart
the lead
knifed him
out?
through the defense. Blocked out of bounds by Odin.
More bench points for San Diego State. DeGorville adding to that with that 3-point ball. About 37 points for the bench of San Diego State. You talk about the rotation, and people are wondering what this rotation might be in the future of San Diego State.
37 of
And
the
the Aztecs,
46
will it go
points
from
by the bench.
11 players or so down to 8?
When's
Don't
the last
really
time
know
that
yet.
happened?
So many guys with a lot
in
of
that
talent.
team?
You see the release and the really sweet shot of DeGorville from long, deep range 3. Guys
Doing it
got
again.
range.
Yeah, without Miles Heide with the hip contusion right before the end of the first half, and is standing up as if he's not going to be coming back into this contest.
Like
It's
you
hard
said,
for
that's
me to
that big
tell
3.
from the naked
That big
eye
3
here.
not,
If he's
not putting up a lot
still
of
got
points.
the brace on that he put on. Inbound quickly to Holcomb.
Oh.
Holcomb drives on Compton
Oh,
and
good
somehow
save.
scored it around Pharaoh Compton.
Such a good finisher.
Holcomb's got 7.
Yeah, that guy's solid. He's just strong and fierce around the bucket. Knows how to finish. Love his real finish touch around the rim.
That's Holcomb's first made field goal of the game. Drive by Davis.
Love
and
it.
he's fouled.
I love it.
Couple of
Attack
shots
the basket,
coming here.
get fouled, get to the line. knock down your shots.
That's
He's a
the
great foul shooter.
12:38 mark.
Everything to the rim with BJ
Aztecs
Davis.
are 10 of 14, 71%
I mean, not everything,
from the
because he can
line
shoot
here
the 3 too, but
in
yeah,
this
I mean,
basketball
if he's
game.
able to
Trying to
manipulate
get
and
to
the
4
rim,
and 3.
why not?
Losers of 3 of their last 4 for the second consecutive year. The end of last year, they had a late loss to UNLV with 2 games left in the regular season, and then lost, of course, in the Mountain West Conference Championship game, and then in the first 4 to North Carolina. 2 shots coming for Davis, who had 12 first-half points, nothing since.
There it is.
BJ averaging 11 points per game, and again, he's only missed at the line once this year. Perfect 5 for 5 in this game, which now puts him 25 of 26 at the line to open up the 25-26 season, and he sticks them both.
Aztecs give him Hell State. Woo.
There it is. There's that pressure.
Aztecs with a 9-point lead, a little pressure here. Utah Valley's going to break it. Utah Valley top 10 in the NCAA starting this December 3rd in 4 statistical categories. Giving the Aztecs all they can handle. Linhart. Good take to the bucket.
Turn
Up
the
and
corner.
under.
Turn the corner, one-hander.
That kid can play. He's got 7. Tyler Hendricks with a dozen. Here's Davis. Davis with a deep 2. That's his first points of the second half. He's the guy that can start things on offense and get you started.
Oh, yeah, he's averaging that team-leading 14.3 points per game, as you mentioned earlier.
You got him up in the air on that one.
And there's going to be a foul. Holcomb got fouled. 11:47 to go in regulation. Aztecs with a 9-point lead, trying to hang on at home tonight here in early December.
All right. They look like they're creating a little distance. Of course, when you put BJ Davis in tonight, it's his night, man. It's his night. You got to keep him in there.
I mean, how surprised are you at that stat of all the bench points that they've had? I mean, you're basically your starters have really offensively not produced anything.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be interesting to know, like, what the our offensive unit, our first unit versus their first unit, what the plus minus is, you know, or just really the plus minus overall for the players, you know, and just very surprising. And
well, especially in that first unit, right? Of course, Waters and Bird are yet to knock down a point, and then Heidi is pretty much out. We'll see if he comes back. It looked like they want to get him back in, and then Magoon, right? 7 points, but I think that was all first half as well. So
yeah, they're kind of carrying forward. They're kind of carrying forward how they played against Baylor, right? Because remember, if in that Baylor game, it was the second unit that really kind of gave a spark, and then Dutcher pulled the first unit, probably kept him out too long, but he pulled the first unit because they were not playing well. You know, and it just seems like the second unit is playing so much better right now than the first unit. You got to look at that, you know, figure out why the pieces aren't working. It just seems like to me the ball is not moving fast enough, and maybe you need more ball handlers out there. You need more guards out there, you know, with that first unit.
34-3 season, and their first Sweet 16. They lost to eventual national champ UConn up there at the Honda Center. And for that 1 year, you had the NBA Finals MVP in Kawhi and the World Series MVP in Steven Strasburg. Huh? That's something to beat your chest about.
Well, Steven Strasburg back here in San Diego, now part of the baseball program again.
That's right.
Lucky to have his leadership and his talent and wisdom with Aztec baseball, which is gaining a lot of traction and excitement.
This is Holcomb at the line coming out of the break. This will be free throw number 10 for Utah Valley. And they are 7 of 10. Holcomb has done much of his damage at the line. He's been there 8 times. He's 7 of 8. He's 1.1 rebound away from a double-double. We told you he's a guy in the discussion for WAC Player of the Year when it's all said and done. Guath back in. Hand off to Davis. They trap him up high, but release off that. De Gorville looking for the screen by Guath. De Gorville, and he's bumped, and a foul will be called. It looks like it's on Noah Tates, and it will be on 7 Green. Utah Valley came in 90th this week in Ken Palm. We were starting to talk about the net rankings, which were released for the first time, and Utah Valley at 77. So if the Aztecs win this thing, be a quad 3 victory at home in early December. Takeaway, Holcomb. Turnover the 8th for the Aztecs.
So these Wolverines are dangerous. They are just staying close enough to the Aztecs, not going away.
Here's Davis inside. He missed it. Kid that played last year at Utah State. One of their 9 newcomers.
Missed that bunny. Would love to get that one back.
They're shooting 25% in the second half as Utah Valley.
I tell you what, though, they're holding San Diego State to 50%. This is a Utah Valley team that ranks 16th in the nation in scoring defense. They only give up 63 points a game.
That was crazy how they got that one-on-one so deep in the paint. Just, no help, nothing. And that
also
shot
Utah Valley, last
down.
time they played in that Cancun Challenge against Samford. Now it's Samford,
Surprised
not
that Taze
Samford.
sat for
Held
so
them
long.
to 20% shooting last week in Cancun. Somebody up late night? Here's Simmons, and that's a career high in points with 11. Now he's 1 rebound away from a career high in rebounds, and he's only been on the floor for 10 minutes. We talked about his numbers as far as minutes played have shrunk significantly since the return of Magoon Guath. And now factoring into the equation is Miles Heide down with a hip contusion and not yet returning here in the second half for the first 9 minutes. Here's Holcomb, leaves it for Davis, and now a little gun shy right after missing that chippy. Linhart. Holcomb holds it up high to the low post, and Davis lost the handle, turns it over. Newman in transition with a blow-by, lob up for Simmons.
Good
out,
recovery.
last touched by the Aztecs, Utah Valley ball.
Yeah, good recovery by Hendricks to get down there and
It's a little sloppy.
stop
with the
that
ball
bucket,
there.
potential bucket for San Diego State.
You see Dutch fly out of his chair right there, and with a right hand like one of those windmills when you're driving out to El Centro. Just said, let's go. Get back on defense. Let's not mess around. Holcomb, the 3, well off. Almost halfway home second half to Gorville inside. Simmons lets 2 defenders fly by and count it. You continue with your career night, young man.
Love it.
Loves the contact is what we've been told.
I love Tay Simmons around the rim. His game around the rim is about as sharp as any true freshman in the nation. I mean, this guy is fierce.
Perfect
He's a beast. Look at
hesitation
him
right there.
celebrate.
I mean,
A little zelly.
that's not a
After
freshman
the bucket,
playing there,
potential
right?
and one coming here for Tay Simmons.
Ball fake, gets the guy up
SU's
in the
made
air,
more
and then
free
goes up,
throws
gets body,
And
puts it in.
UVU has
attempted.
attempted.
Great basketball.
That's a good
Great
number.
basketball.
We
Extend
talked a little
this
bit about
lead a
that.
little more.
Troy came in like that. And then
There we
as you had
go,
mentioned, it
and
was like
knocked down
85
the
free
three.
throws in the game, right? Or something like that when it was all said and done. Into Davis. Lead is 12. Halfway home now in this second half.
Good
Bird in
denial,
the
but
passing
Bird.
lane,
Yep. That's, Steve, I'm going to say Dick Bennett basketball. And you and I understand what Dick Bennett basketball
Makes
is.
me cringe.
I don't think any of these guys on the floor know what Dick Bennett basketball is.
Well, if you're an
You know
Arizona
what that
basketball
is,
fan,
Dale?
you know.
You have to know.
Dick Bennett basketball.
Get in that passing lane and get your thumb down and get denial. Bird
It's
knows
like
what it is.
Holcomb, good
53
crossover,
to
and takes
51
it hard to
basketball.
the rack and score it.
Coach in
He's
Wisconsin.
fearless.
I mean, it's
This
all
Holcomb kid.
defense,
He
no
is
offense.
fearless.
Just his second made field goal. He's now
That sounds
1
terrible.
rebound away from a double-double. And what did we
That's the way
say?
we used to play, man.
established this early.
That's the way
Comes in with
Aztec
3
basketball used to be,
double-doubles.
man.
There's only
Keep it in the
27 players nationally
I'm
who
seeing in
have
the chat.
more
We gotta let
Been
them
3
cook,
double-doubles
Dutch.
as
Let
we
the
sit
young
here
bucks
on
cook.
December the 3rd.
Agreed.
Here we go.
And he's kept his
LZ back
team
in the
into
game.
it.
Let's go.
Newman
Heidi's probably
out,
done for the game, I would
Harrington
think. I don't
in.
think you need to bring him
There's
back.
no need to bring him
Holcomb,
back.
who played
Yeah.
well
With the
in
way
the
Tay is
Cancun
playing,
Challenge.
and he's only played 10
Member
minutes.
of that all-tournament team. Remember, this Utah Valley team.
All right.
Coming in here, having
Oh,
won
you gotta
the
get that
last
board.
3.
Gotta get that
Playing
board,
one of the most
guys.
dominant
call same.
performances in the Cancun Challenge, just playing really well. We've given you a number of stats against their game against Samford.
Sanford Bulldogs, I believe. Simmons, 15 points in this one, a career high. He had scored a combined 11 points in his last 5 games. So this is quite the coming out party. Holcomb a spin, another solid take.
That's his move. He likes the spin move. I mean, you got to scout him. You know he's going to plant that left foot or that right foot, and he's going to spin a little reverse pivot.
Got 13 with 9 rebounds. Also got 4 assists. 26 minutes. Harrington.
Nice.
Down she goes. More points in the paint. 24 points. Almost half the Aztec points have come in the paint.
Hard to believe that that's only the 4th point for Harrington though in this game.
Making his 2nd consecutive start. Took him his 6th career game to make his first start. And Lenhart, boy, that was quite the challenge there to go and try and take that in, and he kind of got bailed out. Foul's going to be on the Aztecs. It's going to be the first on LZ Harrington. Team foul number 9, so 1 more, and Utah Valley will be in the double bonus for the final 8 or 9 minutes of this one. And here's Lenhart, redshirt junior, Kaysville, Utah. 29th nationally in assist with 44 through 7 games. And we look down, the Aztecs have held him to just 3. That is half of what his output is on a nightly basis.
These guys are just not going away.
8-point game with 9:06 to go.
Sounds a lot very familiar.
Guaf. Goon off the window too hard. Simmons tried to get the offensive rebound. Outlet comes to Lenhart. Behind the back dribble to a cutting Welling, who tried to poster Magoon Guaf. And it goes out. It'll be Aztec basketball.
A little hard to do to try to poster Magoon Guaf at 7 feet. But, I mean, you got to applaud the effort.
If he got it, you would have seen that Monday at Spencer's for the holiday season. Would have been right next to the Dr. J and the Heather Locklear poster. 8:42 to go. 57-49. Aztecs with the ball in the lead. They were up as many as 14, and then late first half, Utah Valley roared back to take a lead. Aztecs have outscored Utah Valley 24-17 in the second half. Welling with the rebound. Aztecs letting them hang around, feeling a little like the Troy game, right? Where you maybe take the foot off the accelerator.
Well, 8 points is certainly not a comfortable lead. Make it 6 points.
Lenhart right to Holcomb for the slam. And again, Lenhart is so good with helpers.
Down by 6.
Fourth. The average is just over 6 a game, which is 18th nationally.
Interior passing for Utah Valley will help them this season. They are very good interior passes, and that was a display right there. A little shovel pass.
And Lenhart's going to get a steal here. Bird defending, finger roll in, 57.
You got to call timeout if you're Brian Dutcher.
Aztecs need a timeout, and they're going to get it right here. And it'll be a full timeout because it's within the media break window. Don't go anywhere. We all know what happened at home a couple of weeks ago. San Diego State with a 4-point lead over Utah Valley here at Viejas Arena.
Have some mental lapses, and then now it's down to 4. This is a smart basketball team. Like you can't beat yourself, when you're playing them. And they're just. You see how the guy cuts to the basket, wide open underneath the basket, and we lose track of where the offensive players are. Smart team. They're high IQ players, and this seems like it's going to come down to the wire. We'll see.
And they're still beating us on the boards, 28-24, right? So it's one of those things where smarts, a little hustle, it's paying off for them.
And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot.
Yeah, and that turnover there hurts because it led to the bucket on the other end. Got to be smarter with the basketball and protect it more. Guys need to come back to. That's the one thing I notice about our team is they don't come back to the basketball enough. You know what I mean? And then the passes just kind of float out there, and then they get tipped and turnover. You know, you really got to be decisive and cut towards your player, right? And if you have to, you know, you give them a little bit of body with the shoulder, not the arm, not pushing up, but a little bit of body to get some separation, and then cut out to get the basketball, you know. It just comes down to a lot of fundamental stuff. I don't feel like we're a really good fundamentals basketball team. We've got athleticism, right?
Yeah.
We can shoot, but the fundamentals of passing, dribbling, getting position, pivoting, things like that, pump fake, you know, shot faking, I don't think that we're really good at, and I don't know how much the coaching staff really teaches that.
Well, it's like a lot of that moving with purpose, attacking every move of the flow of the offense. You know, you don't really see all those little things, details of what you're saying.
Yeah, and
all
so
right, let's get back in here.
We'll see here.
5 of their last 7 field goals. Meantime, the Wolverines have made 4 of their last 5. Here's the silver lining in all of this. On a night when Bird is not scoring and the starters are not scoring, 46 of the 57 points for San Diego State have come from the bench in this.
Yeah, the bench has been solid. We mentioned it earlier. I think I mentioned it at about 37 points. That really, this is a great performance by the bench. We had DeGorville, who made a long 3 and picked up a few there.
Yeah, B.J. Davis is 16.
They're picking up
Simmons
there
is career high 15. Bird missed it. Compton offensive rebound, steps into it, and knocks
nice put
laying in off the window. That's big.
Didn't have the dunk. Probably a little gun shy on the dunk anyway. Said to use the glass last time, use the glass this time. Want to make sure you want to be a sure thing to get that deuce.
He has 8, does Pharaoh Compton. The lead is 6 at the 7-minute mark. Utah Valley, who averages 86 points a game, is not gun shy. Tate's opened the game with a 3. He's going to miss here. Dixon Waters starting to break back the other way with those blue shoes. Going to take the 3 himself and make it. That's called taking matters into your own hands.
In rhythm, 3.
That's his first made shot in 7 attempts. And he's a starter who was held scoreless until inside of 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, season high 22 points against Oregon for Dixon Waters. We know this guy can really drain him. Look at that soft touch right there.
Inside, that ball knocked away from Welling. He wanted a foul. Harrington, Tate's knocked it away. And Bird had a straight line drive if Welling didn't grab him. And that's going to be a 1-and-1 coming here because it's team foul number 9 for Utah Valley.
Think about Dixon Waters and DeGorville, that you appreciate their, first of all, their shots look exactly the same. Really pretty backspin on that. But they can step way beyond the three-point line. They can really stretch you out and get a long 3 if you need one.
Utah Valley wants to spend a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 62-53. Welling with that foul. So the Aztecs
would say in the chat, you know, Bird definitely doesn't look like himself right now. Looks like he's a little weathered. Maybe, I don't know if he maybe banged something right now. You know,
well, he had the flu too. I mean, you know, he's sick. Or has been sick. So
it sounds like it's been spreading on the team, right?
At the free throw line, you got a chance.
He's dealing with that as well.
Hit a couple.
The thing is, you know, if he's not well and he's not playing well, then, you know, should rest up, you know.
And these Aztecs spark a run, Steve Quist.
But it is a little hard when you have Heidi on the bench. And you know, your bench is a little less.
48-10 advantage for the Aztecs.
I thought Jeremiah Odin really played well in that first half. He had some really good plays, and especially in the paint.
When you're starting 5 guys.
Yeah, that's true.
But other than that, you know, I can't imagine a scenario where you'd see it like this. Here's Miles Bird, who is scoreless tonight. When are you going to see Miles Bird scoreless with 6:17 to go in a game? Just get it out of your system, right? And he remains scoreless. This is where you just can't let the body language get down. You got to be a leader in this situation here. You're pressing, you're 0 for 5 in 20 minutes, and Bird's going to sit down, and Davis is going to come in to try and kickstart the offense here, and I don't blame Dutch for making this move.
Yeah, to be fair, Bird hasn't all been feeling that well as well. It's just a little bit of a bug kind of maybe going through.
Right, the last time there was a home game, you had Reese Dixon Waters coming off 103 fever with the flu, and he had played more than 40 minutes. Good passing inside. Yeah, and just pass the note that Bird has the flu, as you mentioned. So
didn't even practice yesterday.
That's from Dr. Richard Stern.
Yeah,
so.
That's right.
Here's Compton. So a lot of, again, get it out of the way. Harrington to a streaking Compton, and
there
Compton somehow found the handle and scored it. He's come up big late.
Nice two-man game right there.
That gives the Aztecs an even 50 bench points.
But here's the thing. He's finding the glass pretty quick, and he looks pretty good with that.
There's a little handoff. Lenhart, follow-away jumper right of the lane. No good, and Davis secures the rebound. Coming up on 5 to go. The Aztec lead is 9. Davis off the bench with 16 on 4 of 8 shooting.
Attack.
And Odin, and a blocking foul is going to be called.
Great.
Not getting to the spot in time would be Welling.
Hit him again.
And I think back to the Troy game, too, when you had Dixon and Waters out there.
He hasn't been
for
very
40-plus minutes.
Shooting free throws.
You would think, okay, how about getting LZ Harrington in there, too? But I went back and watched the tape. He had committed 6 turnovers, freshman. So it's like, not sure if you'd go out there and send him out there. Second double-digit scoring game for Pharaoh Compton this season, the 5th of his career for the 6'7" sophomore forward from Chicago, Illinois.
Come on, you can do it.
Odin makes the second. The lead is 10. Aztecs 71% from the free throw line. Here's Hendricks, the handoff, the 3, and he banked it in. Again, 57% shooter from beyond 3.
You call that next time.
He's got 15 on 5 made threes. But again, he made his first 4 threes. And the reverse, Harrington, no. Odin on the offensive glass, he kicked it out, and it's going to Utah Valley. And Odin is like, hey, let's use a challenge. We got 1 left. Newman's coming in. I don't know if Dutch is going to try the challenge. They're looking back. Someone has an iPad back there that'll look at it real quickly. And that's why Utah Valley's like, let's go. Let's inbound this thing. And now somebody with an iPad back there says to Dutch, let's challenge. So that will be their final challenge here. They'll have to use a timeout. And we'll see if J.O. is right, that got punched out of there. Again, one of the 4 things you can challenge. Aztecs have already won a challenge here tonight.
See, that's the risky thing, is you just never know what the camera angle that they get.
And hopefully
is it going to show in your favor. You just never know.
The last one.
And they need to hand him the iPad like we did at the Swiss League.
Like, I'm not sure he wanted to use that. Two of his
Swiss
guys
League
were
replay.
At the Swiss League
I think J.O.
replay.
That Lenhart had touched it last and knocked it out. Now,
shout out to everybody joining the stream here. Thank you guys for sticking around. We got ourselves a good one. It's not out of harm's way. Aztecs looking to shut the door.
And that's why maybe Dutch, when he signaled for the challenge, said take it, and then thought, well, maybe we don't have the right angles. So we'll see. They're rolling the dice. The call is Utah Valley basketball. And if they get it, they'll be down 7 with 4:41 to go. Look at it again. I'm not seeing anything that tells me there's Odin's got it. And then I can't see in front of him. Could you see anything there?
So the first replay we saw was from the different angle where you could see the front of the jersey of Odin. And it looked like it was punched out by Utah Valley.
What you're seeing here, this
right
is going to be the best.
This is the one you're looking at. Watch
There's
this
Odin,
right here
puts
from
it on the floor.
So does Linhart reach his arm in? Yes, he does. His arm is fully in front of Odin's jersey. Does
I think
he
that's
tap
the
it
best
out?
angle. We slow it down more. Okay, Odin secures the board. Now loses the handle, and then there he touches it.
Okay, it's
He gets it back.
Right here. Ooh.
Wow. They
Oh.
win the challenge. It's successful, and the Aztecs will get the basketball. They have won both challenges to get possession, so that's 2 extra possessions. It's like having a crafty point guard out there getting a couple of extra steals a game.
I will take it. I will take it.
However,
sir.
you're out of challenges now for the final 4:41.
I'm texting with somebody in
it's
the
a
arena, and they
7-point
weren't
game.
sure if it was off the
It was
Utah
touched by
Valley's
Utah
foot.
Valley.
When he threw it down, I think it came off their foot, but I couldn't see it in the replay. I
Another
couldn't see the
wild
foot.
midweek game
In the
inside
replay, you can
Viejas
see
Arena.
the
We've got
Utah
another
Valley
one to
player
go
reach
next
in.
week with Lamar in town. You and
Yeah,
I'll
looked like he
be.
tipped the ball away.
You know where Lamar is from?
It's in Texas.
Yes. Do you know what city? I've been there. Beaumont, Texas, off
Beaumont,
the 10.
Texas. I know it is East Texas. It's almost in Louisiana.
Padres used to have an A-ball team
Yes.
there in the Texas. I think it was the Beaumont Padres, maybe. I'll have to look. There's an inbound quickly and a whistle. And we get a foul. I think Todd Phillips was instructing his team, look, don't let him hold that guy because he's going to break right in and get an easy bucket. Let the Aztecs try and earn it here at the line. Davis with a 5th foul, and Isaac Davis, the Utah State transfer, averages 10 points a game, fouls out with a mere 2 points. So the Aztecs win that battle. Welling now has to come in.
I kind of like
for
Davis being
1
in
of
there,
5.
though, because
he
he's
has to
slow.
take a seat. 0 of 1 from
He
3.
can't shoot from the outside.
and only
he can't
3
dribble.
rebounds.
Now they become smaller and a little more quicker, you know? We have
Todd
a
Phillips
harder
just
time
asked his
guarding
sideline,
those
hey, what's the
teams.
foul discrepancy? And now he sees that it's plus 11 in favor of the Aztecs, so he's going to try and wear out Michael Irving in front of us to get a call maybe on the other end. It's good coaching.
What's fascinating to me is he picks up 5 fouls in 16 minutes on the floor. That's almost one foul every 3 minutes. That's a tough night for you.
3 bench guys for the Aztecs are the only 3 in double figures. 16 for Davis, career high 15 for Simmons, 12 now for Compton Farrow. They have 53 bench points, 53 of their 67. Again, Miles Bird, the flu. Heidi out with the hip contusion, hasn't returned for the second half. Holcomb going to work here, gets a little body bump, got position on DeGorville, but DeGorville in the end wins the battle by getting the rebound.
Guarding that guy.
Gives it up to Newman, and they can slow things up. They don't have to shoot this thing until under 4 minutes to play if they so choose. Newman, cross court. Dixon Waters
dangerous pass.
Recoups. He shoots it with 4:01 to go. Missed it. Back iron. And a foul will be called or no? Out of bounds. Or are they going to give a foul? I think that's going to be a foul on Farrow Compton. And it will. It'll be the 10th. We'll have 2 shots coming. It is a foul. 2 shots coming for Utah Valley when we return.
Fouled 90 feet from the basket. Now we're giving them 2 foul shots. Clock stops.
Yeah, he could have
got to be smarter than that.
Could just like you said, he could have wound the clock down, and then instead you got a foul. Just not
and
a
then
smart
you
foul.
know, I don't know. I mean, just that shot by Reese Dixon Waters. I mean,
yeah, would have been big if you went down, but
it would have been big, but
not the possession you want.
He doesn't always take the best shots. Let me just say that. You know, like he could do a lot better with his shot selection. I love Reese. I love, you know, just everything that he's been through as an Aztec and that he is an Aztec. And there's games where he just is on fire, like he was against Oregon. You know, and hey, you just let him rip. You know, but. I feel like if we want to take this team to another level, like he's got to get a little better with his shot selection.
Well, somebody asked in the chat, are stars regressing this year? I think it's tough to judge. I mean, Magoon's coming back from injury. He's definitely not at 100%. Reese and Bird tonight, you know, and if you look at all the games, they're 3-3. I think it's fair to say within this flow of players, like I said in the chat, Yeah, I mean, Bird looks passive. He's looked passive all year. Vinny brought up a good point. He looks like he's trying to be a facilitator rather than hunting for your shots. And Reese, like what you're saying, the shot selection, they got to figure it out.
It's tough too because, with Bird, he went through all the workouts in the off season, and the pros gave him, the information about what he needed to work on and what he needed to show on tape this year, and so he's probably trying to show that, right? And but that may not be what's best for the team, right? And what puts the team in the best position to play well and get wins. So that's a tough balancing act, and as a coach, I mean, how do you police that,
We were talking about Lamar being in Beaumont. They were the Beaumont Golden Gators, AA affiliate of the Padres, 83-86. Thanks to our guy, the coach John Quintero, my esteemed colleague, and got to get him back on the radio. The coach. I knew he'd hold me accountable for that.
John Quintero, longtime friend.
Aztec legend Tony Gwynn did not play there.
The Phantom Fiend whistle worked.
That was a big miss. It's an 8-point lead.
Don't bust the microphone if you do it here.
Newman, almost a 10-second violation, and they got him for it at the last second.
Come on. You got to be kidding me.
Dutch saying no way.
Well, it's on 20. I mean,
the shot clock's right there at 20.
That's
right?
10
so gone
seconds.
down from 30 to 20. So that's an Aztec turnover.
Oh, my God.
That's their 11th. Scoring this one, bench points, 53 of the 67. Scored by the bench. On a night when Bird is under the weather.
That's it.
Here's a three to make it interesting. Hayden Welling, 67-62. Here we go again. And a little press. Trying to get back-to-back 10-second violations. They're going to get a steal. Taking away Lenhart, and he lays it in. Aztecs need a timeout. It's a one-possession game with 3:23 to go.
Back turnovers by your point guard.
67-64.
I just...
Well, the body language just doesn't look great for the San Diego State Aztecs as these guys slowly walking over to the huddle right now.
All those ball handlers out there.
They probably worked on that press break, too, a couple of times, right? That's why Dutch went over to Dixon Waters there and says, hey, look, we got to be in this spot to give our point guard an opportunity.
Things just got real tricky
now.
A
dozen turnovers
a lot of time left
for the Aztecs have led to 18 of the 64 points for Utah Valley.
I mean, you've got to protect the ball. That's number one.
Got to handle the pressure.
It's
Utah Valley, a very handsy team, very active. Quick hands, quick movements. Got to be sharp with the ball.
We had a lead, right? And then there were a couple
of
turnovers by point guards that led.
A 25-win team last year. Net 77. They'll try the pressure again after the 30-second timeout. Aztecs will have one timeout left.
Oh, boy.
Possession arrow over to Utah Valley. Davis to Gorville. Newman thought about it. 12 to shoot.
There you go.
And Dixon Waters with a finger roll as he attacks and scores a badly needed bucket right there for the Aztecs.
Nice curl to the ball. Good pass.
Be in attack mode.
Receives it and just goes all the way to the lane, gets to the bucket with the finger roll.
Just his second made field goal of the game. He's got 5. Lead is back up to 5. Lenhart now with 2:41 to go. Holcomb.
Really going to have to lock in
Holcomb. And Holcomb had to take it away. And then stolen right back by the Aztecs. Holcomb terminates his dribble, needs help, and gets it back to Lenhart. Welling, 3 straight away is no good. Offensive rebound, Lenhart again on the tie-up. What did we tell you? It's going to go to Utah Valley. And so they get to keep possession here. Now the possession arrow switches over to the Aztecs. Utah Valley has 2 timeouts left. The Aztecs have 1 left, and both teams are in the double bonus here in crunch time. So 2 shots on both fouls. Inbound to Welling. Compton just knocked it away. No call, and Davis comes away with a steal.
Smart play by Compton to read with his back to the baseline to just get his hands up and disrupt that pass. Couldn't see it, but knew that Welling was going up for it, saw the body language of Welling and just said, I got to get in here and get my hands on it. He does.
Hard contact. They probably got away with one. Turning the corner is Newman. Oh, what a great reverse. Nice. He does not score much. But comes up with his biggest bucket of the year. That's his first points of the game. The average is just 2.8 points per game.
Newman.
7-point lead after that bucket.
Took it to the rack. There we go.
Timeout, referees timeout.
Why can't we just continue to do this,
Michael Irvin saying, that's my timeout.
Attack, attack, attack. Go to
for
the
what
rim.
I did not see. I beg your pardon.
Protector on their team.
But it'll be Utah Valley basketball across from us in the backcourt
here. Get fouled and go to the line anyway.
7-point lead for the Aztecs with 1:41 to go. I noticed not as many folks leaving early as they did during the Troy game. Dutch intently looking on. This would be a quad 3 victory at home against a team just outside of the quad 2 range. There's a formula of road wins, home wins, neutral court wins. You can Google it. Here's Holcomb driving with a left hand. Oh, what a tough take over all that length.
Where did that come from?
You got to figure that Holcomb's probably going to give it every
Holcomb's
time.
Holcomb's got 15 and 10, another double-double, his 4th of the season. They're harassing Davis.
Get it out of there.
In a 5-point game
Davis
here.
wants it. Love it.
Plenty of time to shoot. Davis drives into traffic.
Oh, give it up.
Compton. To Gorville. To Newman. Newman. Dixon Waters. Under a minute to go. Waters. Oh, Waters through the trees with a big bucket. 73-66. Man, his last 2 minutes on the floor have been pretty spectacular.
Strong body coming through the lane here, and he just uses his strength to get that ball up and over these two guys.
You have
the two defenders, uses the glass.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're
going to look at a timing review now for the officials.
And this
see if they need to put more time on the clock.
These guys attacking the hoop.
How about this for Dixon Waters? He started the night 1 for 8, and he's made his last 2 shots to give him 7, and none bigger. Bench points 55 tonight for San Diego State. You can send a Harry and David gift basket to the likes of B.J. Davis, Tay Simmons, and Pharaoh Compton if the Aztecs come.
A lot of guys in the chat want the Aztecs to cover.
They're going to put 1.2 seconds back on the clock. 53.7.
12 and a half, something like that. 8.5, 8.5, I think it was. 9, something like that.
Utah Valley one time
out. I just want to win, man.
Utah Valley.
I just want to win.
However way you get it.
The double bonus, and again,
just get a win.
We have a tie up. The Aztecs.
I don't want another Troy.
Of the basketball.
I just want to win. I want to taste of the glory
here to make it difficult on Utah Valley to get in an offensive
1
set.
minute, 53 seconds.
Certainly looking like they're going to do it.
7-point lead.
Holcomb, the double-double. He's also got 5 assists. They've got 4 in double figures.
I bet Holcomb.
Now they release on the press. Under 50 seconds to go. Lenhart to a cutting Holcomb, and that's going to be Aztec basketball.
Let's go, Todd.
Good tip. Came off of Utah Valley on that secondary. First tip by, I think it was DeGorville, but then it went off
the sticky fingers.
Utah Valley after that.
Well, watch
that's
the press here.
They're
They're
17th of the night.
They're going to start fouling soon, too.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to get the ball into BJ's hands.
4 and 3.
He's the one who can hit free throws. Get the ball into BJ's hands.
They're going to have to spend a timeout, and they'll have none left.
Man.
So that'll be their last timeout. It comes with 42.7.
I mean, BJ needs to
don't go anywhere yet
to make that move a lot quicker.
It's always what they tell
than he
you
did.
At the end of the game when things are close. First thing you got, everybody talks about what play they running.
Well, this is going to get down to the wire with these free throws, fouls, the pressure situation.
Not that easy.
Who do you put in this game? I mean, do you keep the mix as it is?
The bench has done a great job trying to bail out the lights.
I mean, I don't think you need to go big because they don't have any bigs, right? So you want to kind of be small. I think
got the right lineup in there.
I think they got the right lineup in there as long as they can hit free throws, because they're going to foul. That's the thing. So you want to get guys in there who can hit free throws. Obviously, BJ Davis, you want to try to get the ball in his hands. Reese Dixon Waters, get the ball in his hands. Guys who can hit free throws. Our guys, the baseline out of bounds plays where they're trying to get the ball in of, coming back to the basketball, spinning if they have to, kind of spin into position. They just, again, it comes down to fundamental stuff. And this is important. Like this time of the game, got to be able to get the ball in, get fouled, control the ball.
Got to inbound this bad boy right here. You have no timeouts left. If it's tied up, the Aztecs have the possession arrow.
No, cut.
DeGorville will get it in to Dixon Waters, back to DeGorville.
Nice.
Ahead it goes to Davis. Davis attacks, and he got fouled as he went up. 36.1 to go, and 2 shots coming for the guy that leads the Mountain West Conference in free throws.
And you ran some clock there, too.
BJ Davis is a perfect 6 for 6 from the line today, making him 26 of 27 at the line, better than 95% to open the season. And he's got another 8-point game. Here's Tay Simmons back in, a career game for the young freshman. Off the bench, a career-high 15. He's 1 rebound away from a career-high 8 rebounds. Matched a career-high with 7. Davis takes care of both of them. 75-66.
Just be up, don't foul.
Utah Valley's 3-game losing streak about to end. They turn it over for an 18th time. And with 23 seconds left, the Aztecs are most likely going to win this one.
There we go.
That they're going to call a foul, which will give the Aztecs 2 more shots on the other end with 21.2 to go.
We'll see. The chat wants it under
wind up going to the line
146.
at
Right now
least
we're at
28
141.
times. And Ryan Dutcher, in his 9th season, is going to pick up another victory.
Nervous time.
Number 200 in this building against Long Beach State.
Idaho State.
Idaho State in the second game. I was remembering where they gave him the ball against Troy.
Yeah.
That's where he got the ball for the Troy game. Newman to make it an 11-point game. The Aztecs had as big as a 14-point lead in the first half, led by 1 at the break. Total. Have outscored Utah Valley 44-34 in the second half on a 6-0 run here. Here's Hendricks. Kind of surprised Hendricks didn't jack up the 3. Here's Tates. They're letting a lot of time come off the clock. Witherspoon the 4th. No. Time to call off the Dogs, and the Aztecs survive.
Winners.
59 bench points out of your 77.
I could put the ring back
18 for Davis to lead the way off the bench. Simmons a career-high 15. Compton had 12, his second double-figure scoring game of the season, and the Aztecs get it done to improve to 4-5 and pick up a quad 3 victory here over a Utah Valley team that may repeat as WAC regular season champs when it's all said and done. Steve and Tammy, back with you to wrap it up. A final thought before we get out of here. Miles Bird with the flu, and Heidi didn't come back after what had happened to him at the end of the first half, going down hard and having the hip contusion. Yeah, well, listen, sometimes, winning ugly is winning the same. When you're in the grind and you're trying to figure things out and trying to get your guys to buy into defense, a win is a win. And this is a San Diego State team that they did the necessary things to pull out the win here. It might not have been as pretty as Dutcher wanted it. Listen, this Utah Valley team is a really good team. They come in here and they're going to obviously do very, very well in their conference play. But the Aztecs grinded it out. They found a way to do it. And that's the important thing here tonight is they needed to rebound from last week. And they certainly did. And this was a really good night for the Aztecs. A lot of positive takeaways, Steve. And they've got a week now to get into practice. They can work on some things, work on some sets, do some things that they've been wanting to do. Haven't had a whole lot of time to do it. No. That break's going to be much needed for them. Yep, 7 days off until Lamar gets here. We'll be back on TV, KUSI, next Wednesday night at 7, and also on the Mountain West Conference Network. Well, it has been our pleasure serving you here as you see the Aztecs win.
Great job.
It wasn't
Great
easy.
job.
They end the game on a 6-0 run. They get hot, making 6 of their last 8 shots, and 2 big ones by Reese Dixon Waters on hard takes, and another one by Sean Newman Jr. His only made basket of the game was a big one.
Great
Aztecs win it
job,
by
Steve
11,
Queese.
77-66.
Queese, I believe it is, and Tammy
to
Blackburn.
4-3.
Fantastic job on the official broadcast. Guys, sonsofmontezuma.com.
Tammy
Thank you
Blackburn,
guys for joining the stream. Hey, I see in the chat they're saying they're glad we won. Almost thought the live feed was cursed for a second there. No, it's not cursed. No.
That would suck for us if we had to suspend the live stream because we kept losing to teams we shouldn't have.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Hey, Aztecs big winners. Win by what was that? By 11?
It was
11?
not easy. They made it interesting. You know, obviously there's a lot to clean up with this team. I agree. It's what they were saying about needing the break. We need the break. We need a couple of more tune-up games for that Arizona game. There's a lot of questions that I have about the starting lineup and what, you know, some of the guys, how we're going to get them more involved, like Wath and, you know, Bird and look at the second unit. The bench played so well today. Guys like Simmons and BJ Davis, Farrell Compton had fantastic games. So, got to figure out how we're going to make this all work. You know, he's got a lot of pieces and got to figure out the right rotations and the right lineups and who really plays well and gels together.
Let's get Chino in here. He's chomping at the bit live there at Viejas. What's up, Chino? Glad to have you after a victory.
Victory is the key. No matter how you shape it, we cover the spread. We got the victory. And if I feel like I sound on the moon, it's because we won. Because we won.
You have landed. You planted the flag on the moon. Aztecs win. Hey, you guys.
Aztecs have landed.
Everybody live. Hey, you're live. Look it.
Yeah, Sean, Holly.
Yeah, Justin. Everybody's here. No, it's all good. Good vibes here today. You know, we do this thing where we get a big lead, number one, and then we lapse or the refs make a bad call, and then we kind of like lapse it or something. Here. Somehow we read, oh, that's an FCC safe right over there. But anyway, the point being is, you know, they recomposed. They didn't fold and wilt when they got down to 3, and found a way to get that last run to win it. So the boys will figure it out. Bird didn't get any points. I know they usually do the line after where they kind of high five everybody on the court. Bird, understandably, you know, he did a high five.
Gotta go wash his hands.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna burn the tape on this one, but hey, happens to the best of us. He'll come back with a vengeance.
Say hello to everybody. Congratulations on a big win. I wish I was there celebrating with you guys, but thank you for joining the stream, dude. We got to get our further thoughts on the next episode to get you on the podcast.
Hey, you know we're game. Go Aztecs, right? Hey.
Thank you, Chino. Thanks again.
Thanks, Chino.
All right, boys. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Get home safe.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you guys for taking some time out there at the arena. Hey, Fiend, a lot more we could say about this game, but, you know, we got to get our thoughts. I think another recording at some point in time where we could really kind of reflect on this with Mike, who was also there at the game, sitting down there very close. I'm sure he got to see a lot of things that maybe we didn't see, right, being there in the arena so close. But BJ Davis, that's the player of the game for me, man. Was 18 points on what was it? 4 rebounds, 2 assists. I mean, he really controlled this game. I hope he gets more playing time.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's a mystery to me why he doesn't start. Not only because of the offensive production, but how great his defense is too. But you know, coming in with that second unit and getting some production. That's not bad either. So we'll see what Dutch decides to do, if he wants to keep that together, or he wants to elevate him into the lineup. I thought Reese Dixon Waters played better with the second unit than he did with the first unit. So that might be something that you could maybe consider, is like, you know, bringing him back down with like Taj and Sean Newman, you know, I mean, and, you know, coming off the bench or something like that. But Yeah, set BJ free. Yeah, exactly. One of our best players, if not our best player on the floor.
8 for 8 from the free throw line. And what can you say? You got to play who's hot. Now, I know there's a lot of negativity in the chat. This game was not put to bed until the final, bits of it. But you do got to congratulate him a little bit, right? I mean, Heidi going down, Bird obviously not near 100% playing after flu. These are the things that you're gonna have to battle through. They're not close to where I know the coaching staff wants them to be, but
Guath having another tough night too.
Yeah, he's definitely not 100% yet. Feeling. That's a lot of confidence you got to put on your leg, dude. So you know what I mean. If he's not right yet, it's a work in progress. But hey, they battled through. They corrected some mistakes from the Troy game, and they got the dub.
And good to see some of the guys on the bench really step up and play big roles. If we don't get those contributions, we don't win that game. So, good to see that we know that, if we have a couple guys that are down that are not playing well, we got other guys to pick each other up.
Absolutely. All right, Fiend, I'm gonna let you roll. Thank you, everybody, for joining the stream. Well, let's do this again. I know it's gonna be different because you're gonna be there in the arena. You're not giving that up. You're not giving that up.
Yeah, got a little sickness after Vegas. That's why I had to, turn my mic off. And sorry, I was sniffling through the stream. I've been sick for the last 3 days. The first time I got out in 3 days was to go get some food this evening. So I'm feeling a little bit better, but not 100%. So, but yeah, no, you will definitely hear more of the Fiend whistle at Viejas Arena next time.
Coach is proud of you. Coach is very proud of you. He's very proud of you.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back again with another stream very soon. I believe next week, Lamar, Wednesday night. So you guys know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. And, of course, save 15% off at sonsofmontezuma.com using the promo code MONTY at checkout. Thank you, guys, and have a great night. And, of course, what? Go Aztecs.
Peace out. Go Aztecs. Way to get that dub.
See you guys.